there's evidence that he's a deadite.
Yeah.
Oh, Snap Live. Let's not forget the oh my God, where'd I go? The body hopping, the body hopping Jason Voorhees.
Yes,
Lava.
the
Hey,
body hopping
everybody.
by,
Oh yeah,
by
like he's not
makeout
really
session.
he's not even really in Jason Goes to Hell. Like he is, but he isn't.
Things in the world.
Mhm.
Did you want?
Indeed.
I would love
Yeah.
some of these mice, especially since I have some.
It ended with Corey Feldman for me. That was the end all be all.
Oops.
Jason.
Who doesn't?
So John,
That's
was
my-
this set to like auto go live at 7:00?
No.
This is the.
I know
Oh,
John's
yeah.
just like, fuck it, we'll do it live. I like how we're like, in the middle of talking about Jason Voorhees.
Yeah,
It's
we're
like,
talk-
we're live
tonight-
now.
Tonight on whatever this show is called, we're talking about.
Wait, are we
Jason.
live?
Yeah,
Welcome to
there's a live
ADHD
thing on
Live.
the top.
Look,
Live
man, did you
47
play that-
seconds.
I'm not even here, and we're live.
Dude, he didn't play
We
the
figured we get more said that way.
he didn't play the
Did you
awesome
play our fucking intro?
play the
did.
awesome intro.
What
for God's
what
sake.
what do you
Where's
want?
my phone?
Okay, yeah, here we go. Here, I'll play it now.
Oh,
There we go.
Bravo,
Wow.
I like that there's no title.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know
what's
what
the
name of the
show? Fuck the
Cheryl
show.
asks me all the time, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what the name of it is.
Grumpy old dudes, man.
Grumpy old dudes, but none of us are really grumpy. Like we're.
Not since you've been here. You fucking.
Yeah, you fucked up the whole premise, Mikey.
I bring the
God
joy.
damn
I bring the joy and the love, and I spread it to everyone. Like
Like herpes.
Yeah, right. Or one of
So-
those.
Syphilis, you know,
you
take a
motherfuckers
pick.
couldn't put a show together until I
That picture they used for you, Victor, doesn't
stopped
even look
dying.
like.
Apparently, tribute show out of you guys.
I was like, "Who's the black guy?" That's not, you know. I don't know. I don't know your background. So if I insulted you, you know.
No.
But I'm like, who is that? Why do they have some random like
Oh,
East
that's
Coast
hilarious.
rapper
Yes.
guy?
Is that Sir Mix-a-Lot? What?
Definitely Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Oh
mean,
God.
You need some maracas.
Wait. Okay. I had an
not
Irish-
non-zero amount, but
yeah. I mean, everybody's got a little. You know.
I think Chris needs some maracas. What do you guys
Yeah.
think?
yeah, where are the
Yeah.
maracas?
I had a friend of mine from Dublin who was a local folk singer, and I used to call him Should Mix a lot, but spelled differently, and he thought it was funny. But you know, anyway, yes, right. See, and I could say that because I'm half Irish and half Italian. So,
what up, Sean?
Yo,
how is everyone? It's been a while.
it has. It's
It's
been
been
a
a
minute.
while.
Yeah, 'cause- well, let's see. I left the country, went to Mexico, got a lot
COVID.
of tequila, and I didn't get COVID.
You got.
I didn't even get the flu. I didn't get it. No, I got fucking my
You got
body.
respiratory herpes.
You got mystery.
I don't know. Okay, so it was a mystery. I got some mystery ailment that was
You
like
got
not
Mexican
related to the
COVID. It's
cruise.
different. Mexican COVID is different.
It
doesn't
uses
have-
real sugar.
It uses real.
It was not related to the cruise. I just
And I'm out.
Almost died,
That was awesome.
and these assholes couldn't even put together a tribute show to show their solidarity. They just were
That's
like, "Hey,
because we were so grief stricken. We couldn't bring ourselves
Yeah.
to be on camera.
Everybody we tried to interview said the same
Buddy,
thing.
I'm
They were just like,
I'm shooting.
they're like, oh, that motherfucker's still alive."
no, they're like, just get, he's, you know, if you do die, we still have to like wait 3 days to make sure that it's like takes and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know.
you know.
That whole
Is,
thing.
is that your official waiting period, Mikey?
3
You're
days.
like, 3
Yeah,
days
because the
and-
court works for the Bible,
Bible,
like,
they
you
work
know.
like you would.
You know,
Work
that's
for
right.
Jesus.
They wait for
Crazy.
Jesus being in a coma for 3
You
days.
just got to have an orgy
Hey,
around
Zeus,
my
he's
body,
Mexican.
and I'll come right alive.
That's right.
You'll be
That's
like,
actually
hey,
the
you sons
summoning.
of bitches started without me. This is bullshit.
It's the summoning ritual to bring Chris back.
Right.
There's no wine. It's all tequila, right?
Yeah, but I'm not.
That's right.
I don't know that I'm going to be drinking anytime again soon. I mean, the drugs, sure.
Well,
Right. I
Well,
mean,
I
if you
was
got to
telling you,
trade
like-
off, you know, you
I
might
mean,
as
I
well.
did pick up. Look, I'm a waste not want not kind of guy, and I did pick up a whole lot of drugs at the pharmacy.
yeah.
At the Mexican pharmacy.
Yeah, of course.
All right. So hold on now. This is a question for Mike. It looks like.
I'm zero American.
Yeah, he doesn't.
A.M.
claim-
American.
I'm
Oh,
American.
yeah. What percentage morning American are you?
I mean, I am.
None.
I'm like German, Scottish, and Irish primarily. I've got a little bit of Mexican, which is why I'm. It's the sombrero. It's all the sombrero.
I really think everybody in America is German, Scottish, and Irish. Like I really do. I think at this
No.
point,
No.
Did you know who's AM or PM?
Vic,
even if you don't
No.
have any, you probably do.
The thing
'Cause
is,
they
though, if
came
I'm
over here and
tan,
they
you
did
can't
it.
tell by the fucking lighting, apparently. But I am tan-ish. I just don't look as tan when I don't go outside.
Yeah. Well, because you're allergic to sunlight.
I
That
got
and
a
almost
base
dying
tan.
will do it to you too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
But I am
100% man.
There you
yeah.
go.
That's what Steve is.
Switch.
See, Vic's got the look of
No,
Rafi from the league, but I've got the personality.
Jason Mantzoukas.
Mantzoukas. Yeah, but I just watched him on an episode of Nailed It, which is hilarious. If you
Yeah, he was good on that one.
Yeah.
I
Is
I
he
listen
just
to his
him?
podcast all the
Everything?
time.
yeah.
At work, they use
Does
a
he ever
picture of
stop
him for
being
my
just
Slack
a joke?
icon.
There.
Oh yeah, he's great on the How Did It Get Made podcast.
Yeah.
He's not any character. He's just Jason Mantzoukas.
Well,
That's
that's cool because they always make him be just the same character.
Yeah.
Oh
Like, I
yeah.
don't put that on him. You know what I mean?
Oh,
People get
Sean.
typecast, Yeah.
No, Sean just mentioned Kanye West. They did the that 23andMe genetic thing on Conway West, and he's a
Wow,
shit.
Conway
That's
West.
what he-
Conway West.
He's
Sounds
what?
like a
That's right.
country singer.
Conway
This is
Conway West.
West here coming out.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Well,
Well,
Hey,
speaking of Kanye
his
West,
full name is Yee Ha.
Adolf Hitler.
Yeah, there you go.
speaking though, Mikey and he have a lot in common in that they both also think that Hitler did some
No.
good stuff.
No.
He was actually a really good
No,
painter.
I'm not gonna let
Look,
you
look,
run
look,
like
look.
Good
Love
enough
him or
to
hate him,
not get into
Hitler
art
killed a
school.
lot of Jews.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Good enough to get.
I
not
think he
into
didn't
art
get into
school.
art school because of his being
Being
a
Hitler.
weirdo. Like he was a weirdo. Like he was a weirdo from. Yeah.
There was a lot of.
Sean-
They explained a lot in that. It was a Netflix show. What was it? How to Be a Dictator. It was a.
Oh.
What's his name? The little guy, Tyrion Lannister.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Oh.
He
Peter Dinklage.
narrated that show. It was a
Yeah.
good show.
The little guy.
Oh.
He's an angry elf.
yeah. We were talking about Hitler. And I thought you were going to say Netflix show How to Be a Dick. Like I thought you were going to end it right there.
Mm.
I don't
Man,
think
the
we
world,
need lessons.
world has gotten like
We're all friends with
the
Chris.
world is crazy. We are in a crazy world. Like it's
Yes,
just
I know you can't even say nice things about Nazis anymore.
it's just it's just hitting me now.
Where's my
like,
freedom of speech?
There are some people that feel some kind of way about that.
So much for
Unfortunately,
the tolerant left.
I actually love that. People are like, "This is what the tolerant left is like." Nah, bitch, you'll get punched in the face.
It's called consequences.
Yeah,
tolerant,
exactly.
tolerant
Hey,
doesn't mean
freedom of speech
pushover.
is not
Tolerant
free
just
from
means like
consequence.
we.
That's
yeah.
not what that is. You can say what you want, but you have to deal with the consequences associated with whatever
That's
statement
right.
you made. This is
Like
true.
John could walk until he said that he hated Alien 3, and I was like, you know what?
Mikey doesn't play about fucking alien.
Now look
movies.
at him.
No.
You know,
I did a 2-hour podcast on Alien 3.
I love Alien 3.
Did you like for the record? I don't hate. I'm warm. Like I'm not crazy about it, but I don't hate Alien 3 by a long shot. I'm
Hey,
warm
you
on
know,
it.
you look warm. You look like a warm person. You do.
I am a very warm person.
It does. It
Okay,
looks-
Sean has a question, y'all.
It gives the best hugs, I think.
Adloff.
Just look.
I do give really good hugs. That is.
I think
actually
that
what-
might be
You
a
look,
capital.
you look like you give good hugs.
How bad is
Hadloff was a
marriage?
strange dude.
Oh yeah, okay, I get it now. He married what's her face 2 days before they in the bunker.
See, that's more history than I know about him.
Couldn't put up with that shit.
That's what that
No matter how hot it is, there's
Right.
somebody who's gonna fucking blow their brains out for having to deal with the bitch for 2
They were
days.
Marrying
German
anyone
Indians,
can
weren't
make you do
they
it.
were
It's
cousins
his
or some
fucking
shit?
Hitler.
Had the Will Arnett voice. I've made a huge mistake.
Exactly. Luckily, see, Mikey lives in his basement, so he doesn't have to deal with
I
his
do.
bitch on too long of fucking terms.
But you got
So
rid of
he
your
has to
couch.
kill himself.
I do. I now have a leather thing. You can kind of see the top.
I got quite a few of those.
Leather
Mikey?
thing. Okay, yeah. Mikey
Yeah,
has quite a few
I got
leather
rid of the
things,
big.
folks,
I got
so-
rid of the big couch because I mean that couch was like 20-something years old, and
And all the
And
And
parts
now in the
allowed
place
to
of the
sleep on
couch, he has the
something
leather
comfortable
thing. So
down
be
there.
I have
wary
a
when you
whole
come
new
over
fart
there, okay?
cushion now.
I do. I
No,
have a new, yeah.
when Mikey's down in the basement, he's not allowed to sleep on things that are comfortable.
Well, see now
No,
what sucks now though is that I've gotten rid of the couch that I could sleep on. So
That's what I'm
if I-
saying.
Yeah.
When you're down there, you're on punishment. You're not
Yeah,
allowed.
I got
to
an I got an inflato bed. So
Clearly punishment with all the fucking toys everywhere.
My wife is watching.
Oh
the
my
World
God.
No,
Cup.
we're
I'm not,
American.
no.
yeah, I don't know
exactly.
what- So Sean, let me tell you a story about this. Let me
Hold
tell
on,
you-
my
actual
wife-
football.
My wife is Brazilian, so she's very into it.
Yeah.
So weeks ago, or last week, or whatever it was, I saw people on Facebook talking about countries, and they were like, this country needs to do better if they want to do better than this country, and that country needs to do. And I thought, wow, it's really cool that people are talking about like global politics and about what it
No,
was the
fucking
soccer.
sports.
It was the soccer that they were
The
talking
soccer.
about.
The soccer.
I'm
That's
sorry,
all they
Sean.
care about.
Guys,
Football.
he was only asking
Football.
to set up his joke, and it's a good one.
Oh, he was asking. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm not. American shooting stats not as high as I expected.
Wow.
Oh,
Nice.
that's
Nice.
Actually that's really good. That's
Very
really
nice.
That's why he was asking. Come on,
That-
guys. Sean doesn't give a
That's-
shit about what we're watching.
That's funny.
You got to leave it to the UK.
That
Talk
is
trash
funny.
about America.
That is very funny.
You never miss a beat, Adam.
It's nice to have an
appreciate
outsider
that.
point of view that just kind of supports us liberals. Outsiders are like, you guys are crazy people. Like when an Irish guy is telling us that we're crazy people, like they throw bombs
Okay.
at parades, like for funsies. They used to. They don't really do that much anymore.
Yeah, but that's what
You
we
say
do. We're
that.
not allowed to carry handguns.
But like when they're like Americans, are
Handguns
crazy.
and bombs are different things, John. You should know that. You're American.
My God, John.
Well,
What
they
does your
send us
shirt
all
say?
their trash too, like potatoes and
corn.
U2.
Yeah, like you too.
That was just for you, Mikey. I love
I
you.
love that band. I love that band with all my heart.
Well, how would you feel, Mikey, if I told you that I wouldn't know a U2 song if it played right now?
I would
Yeah,
feel
you would.
I'd feel better than you just shitting on them just to get
You
to
would. There's a few,
There might be, but I wouldn't know it as
Yeah,
a U2 song.
You wouldn't.
If you had an Apple device in the early 2000s, you had an entire album you didn't know you had.
Yeah.
Which was really nice of them, but people shit on it anyway. If someone
No,
gave
it's
you-
not nice of
It's
them.
not
because-
nice of them to force an album at you.
nobody forced you to listen to it.
People,
No, but they.
okay,
it was so they
but
could
how would you
fucking
feel
keep their
if someone
stats, dude.
handing out flyers wouldn't leave you alone until they put the flyer in your hand, and then when you wouldn't take it, they put it in your back pocket when you weren't looking?
You take the
feel
flyer
violated,
and you
right?
take the flyer and throw it in the garbage.
Yes, but
That's what you do with U2 albums.
But Mike,
I mean,
That was a good
so
album.
they
though,
could
too.
count them as sales, dude.
I mean, I used
Listen,
to
nice
live in New
gesture,
York
it was
City, okay?
up for
Someone tries to
sale.
shove something in your face, you just walk past them and say,
That's right.
that's it. You just
That's
fucking
right.
keep walking,
You just
okay?
keep walking. And
That's
they're
all you
used to
do.
they expect that. That's like, they're
It's
professional.
like, you don't even say fuck off. You just
Yep.
don't even acknowledge
Actually,
them as a
that's
human
the
being.
worst, man. I worked one time for a friend of John's, in fact, at a home show, and I used to shit talk to people who didn't like even speak to me.
You weren't
I'd be like,
working
"Oh
for
no, I'm not
John,
a
you were
fucking
working
human
for
being or
John."
anything. That's fine. Just keep
You
walking."
could shit talk all you like, because I'd still be going.
Yep.
I'd be like, "Hey, Ahmed, I'm a fucking person."
My
Yeah,
ass
they don't-
still
they
be
don't-
gone.
Well, that was
Yeah.
like during cons.
The reason why he says he was working for a friend of mine is because I wouldn't take responsibility for the shit coming out of his mouth.
Mm.
That's what
Well,
it
like
was.
that's like doing cons as an independent comic, like real independent comic, not like I'm an indie comic and my comic was published by Image. Okay, that's not independent. Independent is like I went into Kinko's and lied about the number of copies I made and stapled them in the middle of the night. That's
Right.
independent. But like when you do cons and they don't like people walk up to your table or they barely pay attention to you and you're like, "Hey, do you like comics?" And they're like, "No." Or I spent
What?
all my money already, or I don't actually like reading. Like you get all that shit at cons.
Or
It's
you're charging this much?
Mhm.
I
How
think
dare
that
you
you
want to
are.
make money
No,
off
what
of the
I
shit
hate
you
is
made?
like, dude, tell me fuck you to my face. I don't care, but like, I hate when people are like, act like I'm not existent. That pisses me
Look,
off.
you walk through Manhattan long enough, you will like eat the whole day just telling people to fuck off because everyone their mother's trying to stop you. And after a while, you're just like,
I
that just
think
becomes a
Chris's
thing.
solution was to stand in the middle of the aisle and just block people. Like they
No,
were
I
doing
was
some
just
kind of
like, hey,
tango.
blah blah blah. And if they ignored me entirely, I'd be like, nah, it's cool. I'm not like a fucking human being or anything. You have a great day.
That's the only thing you can do when you are walking around in Manhattan. You just keep walking until there's a red light, and then definitely stop walking.
well, you don't
You
get
may
hit by
want
a
to try to
car?
beat it. Yeah, you may want to try to beat
No,
it, but
no,
they will not
don't
stop.
ever try to beat a red light.
They
man.
will
You
not stop for
actually
you.
die. You
Like
actually
in
fucking
Pittsburgh, they'll
die.
stop and they'll go, okay, go. You know, in New York, they will just run you over, and if you survive, it will be your fault, and you will be sued. So by the city for
To
crossing.
be
on a
fair,
red light.
the other side of that though is these motherfuckers can't even turn on red lights. So
That's
like
true.
that's their half of it. That's the car half of it.
Yeah, that's the suffering.
Can't even
they
turn
have
right
to
on
go
red
through.
lights. Like everything just fucking.
So when are we all
stops.
going to Pittsburgh and hang out with Mikey? And Swit, you know, but he's
I'm not in
here.
Pittsburgh. We're outside. We're in the
Yeah, I know
we're
you're
in
outside.
the burbs.
That's
But,
right. You can come to Pittsburgh and meet up with us. You can all get beers.
That's right. Victor's. You guys are
Or
all in Florida.
we can all come hang out in your basement.
It was
have
cold
beers.
here today. You got. I don't know what it was up there in Florida, but it was
82.
30, was
Yeah.
it 82?
It was 82 today.
See, I don't know if I don't think I'd be able to do
We're like we're grateful for it being 82. Like thank God it's not hotter than that.
Yeah.
I had a family friend that his family every year for Christmas used to go to Mexico. And I just can't, I don't know. There's something red light district. There's something about winter weather that I think goes hand in hand with Christmas. Like it would feel weird if it's Christmas and it's like, 90.
Oh, it
Oh, I
never feels
agree,
like Christmas
but
in Florida.
Yeah, exactly. Here's where I live though. This fucking hellhole of a swamp for some reason. For some reason
Wow.
people decided to fucking populate it.
Sweating
ask
your
me
ass
why.
off at a Christmas parade,
For real.
Mm. Yeah.
which
Yeah,
we're
by
doing
my
next
job.
Saturday.
So over
Oh,
in
the
Clearwater, they were
Ghostbusters.
like,
Yeah.
wait, what's up? What's going on with Ghostbusters?
Speaking of Ghostbusters,
Yeah, Adam's the
hold on.
Ghostbuster, Vic.
it's my time to say this again. But if you guys were to want to throw together a suit for me, fun or whatever, I would Ghostbuster it up and get me on my feet.
I have a Zappy stick waiting for me, but I don't have a
Ask Randall; he's on his way.
Fuck Randall.
Randall's hilarious. I can't tell if he's sociopathic or if he actually really likes the things he likes and hates the things he hates. Like I can't tell if he says things just to fuck with people or if he's like,
So
I don't know. I've been fucking with
you're
him hard
saying
about Avatar.
I know. I'm excited about the Avatar too. Even though
I don't give a fuck
I
about
gotta admit the trailers just make it look like the same movie but with water.
Yeah,
Like, it
the
looks
new
like the
one
same
made me
plot
look,
and everything.
look less interested in it, and now it's 3 hours and 15 minutes.
That doesn't bother me.
I could not like I don't want to say that I'm like, oh fuck Avatar, but like I just couldn't care. Like it really just
I enjoy the first one quite a bit. I really
I know
do.
it's
don't
not
think
going to be a good movie, but it's going to be quite an experience in the theater.
Yeah. I mean
So
I don't
That's
it
it.
might be good. I mean, it might be perfectly entertaining. Like what's like the first one isn't anything earth shattering, but it's certainly entertaining. Like it's certainly I mean it's like, people said it's like Fern Gully, it's Pocahontas, it's like all that shit. But
Once upon a
it's-
time in
Yeah,
America.
but the only thing
Dances
the
with
first one had
Wolves.
going for it was they were like, look at all this badass new 3D, and I'm like, that's great. That's holding.
I
out.
just I mean it's beautiful and it kept me entertained. Like that's all that it doesn't
but
have to be
They don't have that going for him anymore. So
Yeah, now he's gone up to like 7 and 8, putting in his will, trying to vet people to do it for him.
Yeah, I don't understand how he thought he was going to make like 20
Yeah.
fucking movies and then didn't make the second one for how many years?
I think Sean nailed it.
well Avatar
Avatar
Smurfs,
Smurfs is perfect.
yeah,
There you go.
Yeah, I've been
basically.
calling it Smurfs 2 the whole time.
Yeah.
So like as long as it's been since fucking Avatar was a thing, like legitimately when you all said Avatar, I assume you were talking about The Last Airbender because like that's how long it's been since Avatar's been fucking
Yeah,
relevant.
like you got to
Yeah.
strike while the iron's hot, and it may have been too long. you
Yeah,
know?
it's way too long. I would have probably been, I don't want to say hype, but interested at least if it had come out, a year or two or even 3 or 4 after. But like, what is this now? 10, 12, 15?
I think like maybe Arthur 2 on the Rocks and the 2 Jakes have it beat for how long between sequels, but
Say.
the 2 Jakes. So the delay between watching, commenting, and chat and it's showing up makes chat useless.
Shut up, Swit. Nobody asked you.
God damn it, John.
Nobody asked him, but it's good information to have.
He'll get that 10 minutes
John's
later.
not on it fast.
Sean's in Ireland and it works fine for him. So
Yeah, they
I feel
have
like
better
chat's
Wi-Fi
an
in the
interesting
UK.
place.
They do have they do. In the UK. You get that in there every single time.
This is like the
Oh.
third time he's done it. You got
That's one of the things I love about Adam is that he's just like subversively like so nasty and like you don't even realize it until a second later you're like, oh shit. You know, it's like it's this subversive sort of dark side that's like puckish, they say. That's the word it's used.
Is that what they call that?
Pocket? What the?
Puckish,
Puckish?
like puck,
What?
like puck
Yeah, like I know
on-
puck, but like
from Shakespeare.
puckish, a puckish. Nah, I'm not gonna educate you people.
Puck from Shakespeare. Excuse me, I know who
Yeah.
Puck is. Okay,
I'm saying fuck you to John right now.
it just showed up. It just showed up immediately.
Like right after.
Yeah,
he
but I
said
mean
it.
that's universal. That can pop in at any time and still work.
that delay
just
was
fine.
on purpose, Wit.
But excuse me, I know who Puck is. He's from Gargoyles. Thank
That's
you
right.
very
He is
much.
from Gargoyles. That's right.
Which Palmiotti Encounters issue #1 comes out this week.
It does.
Oh
true.
shit! Gauntlet
Adam
thrown.
supported
January
6th.
6th.
I do. I support that date exists.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's the important sort of thing between the 5th and the 7th. You need that
It really
little,
is.
That
You
little
can't
extra.
have a full January without a 6th.
That's
in it.
right. That's right.
So yeah,
January
that is a
6th.
date that exists, and I support it still existing, or the calendars will all get messed up,
That's right. Everything will be a day off.
and then the tides will be wrong.
Oh
and
my god.
we won't
that's
get any
crazy.
fish.
So yeah. So what has anybody watched anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched a trailer
Wednesday,
for Cocaine
wow.
Bear like 20,000 times.
Cocaine Bears.
Fucking
That looks.
movie.
I mean, it's got the guy from the Target TikToks in it. That comedian guy with the mustache. He's really funny in those Target TikToks.
I watched it Wednesday. I finished up the.
Is that who that
Piranha.
is? I knew he looked
Yeah.
familiar. Doesn't he do like the IKEA one?
Oh, it's IKEA, not Target.
Yeah,
That's
it's
right, I'm
like-
sorry.
No one cares. Get the
Yeah,
fuck
yeah,
out of
yeah,
here.
yeah.
I was like, I felt that guy's shit in my soul.
Yeah. Like he's really funny. He's like a stand-up comedian, I guess. In that, see, originally I thought he was like actually an IKEA employee, and I was just like, all right, kick ass. It does look amazing.
I'm so hyped for Cocaine Bear. Like,
Wait,
I
who the
hell
hell's
watching
Cynthia
that.
Lizardo?
That's Cindy. That's
I know, Dr. Lizardo.
Dr. Lizardo and
Which
Dean.
we're
That's right.
doing this month on Cinemadness.
Man, I love that movie, but that book they just put out is not very good. I don't know if you read it.
I have it. That's sad to hear.
It's well, I mean, you and I don't always jive with stuff, so you might enjoy it. There's a lot of weird body horror and stuff in it. It just doesn't feel the same.
I'm a big fan of weird body horror.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
Yeah,
I
check
don't
out
know.
his last few girlfriends.
Right?
oh, I don't know. I've never seen any.
I don't
of them, so-
disagree. So
Wow. I don't know
Yeah,
any of them.
well, they are exes.
All right,
for a
time
reason,
out.
I
What the
imagine.
fuck? I actually don't know what the fuck Dr. Lizardo. Like, I hear weird body
He's
horror.
going
and
back
now
to that.
I'm
He's like, wait a
interested.
minute.
Dr.
What?
Lizardo is the name of the character that John Lithgow plays in Buckaroo Banzai
Across
Adventures
the
Across the Eighth Dimension, or
Dimension.
the Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth
What?
Dimension.
That's not a thing. That
It
just
is. You
saying
have to watch it.
words.
You have to
You're
watch that
saying
thing.
words.
You have to watch that thing. You have to. The Adventures of,
Buckaroo, Bonsai.
right. The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension.
What
yeah,
the
he's a
actual
gunslinging
fuck?
samurai brain surgeon scientist.
That's
You're
right.
just saying words. Stop.
No. Now, okay, Victor, understand it was like 1983 or 4 or something like that, or 5. 4. Okay.
84, August 10th, 1984. I
That's
would have
right.
been 2 years old.
That's right. So you missed it, but
It's like the epitome of cult movies.
it is. It is great. Oh my god, I love John Lithgow. Yeah. So right, and his last name is Lizardo in the movie. Dr. Emilio Lizardo, who was a benevolent physicist who was through an experiment involving interdimensional travel was possessed by the leader of the Red Electroids, John
Warfin.
Warfin. That's right. They're all named John. John
Yeah.
Big Booty.
John Smallberries.
John
John Big
Smallberries.
Booty?
John
What?
Yaya.
Yeah, John Big
Um,
Booty was Christopher Lloyd.
That's right. Big Booty. Tay. Yeah.
It had
it's a
Clancy
great movie.
Brown
It
in it.
actually is. It's bonkers, but
It
it's
had
great.
Mike from Breaking Bad in it.
It has Jeff Goldblum in it.
Yep.
1984 Jeff Goldblum before he was like because he wasn't always like that. That's
he wasn't.
amazing.
Damn.
He wasn't really. I don't know where. Like if you saw like The Fly, he's not like that in the
No.
Fly. Actually, he's not even like that in Jurassic Park. It's like a relatively new.
Yeah,
thing
it was
for him.
when they started
Kind
just
of is.
throwing him into when Duchovny did him on Saturday Night Live. It's kind of when it started.
He's kind of like that in Jurassic Park. Like the life
Sort of.
finds a way.
He was always my choice for Jonathan Crane's Scarecrow in like the Burton style.
Okay,
movie.
Burton style, I can see that. I was like Burton style. I'd be down with that. Actually, that would be cool. Yeah,
like that like 1990 something era,
which you would know if you were part of the Batman community,
right? Which apparently I wasn't, because I thought Batman Returns was awesome. But I've also figured out, like, I'm an apologist. I've figured out a way to watch like Batman Forever and Batman and Robin and actually have it work. Like they're adaptations of the TV show.
Exactly.
Yeah, they are. They're the campy Batman world,
and they work. I mean, they're not
in
necessarily great,
movie
but they
form.
work. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that you know what I think it is largely for me anyway. It's that we went from the Tim Burton Batman movies to that.
It was a
like
big
I was
tonal-
not ready for that jump at all.
Yeah, it was a hard fucking cut tone.
Yeah. Like I loved the 1960s Batman movie, you know, based on that TV show, but like that's that realm. You know?
A different
It was
feel
established
altogether.
that that's what it's going to be. It would have been equivalent to if the 60s television show was on and they put out the 89 Batman.
Right.
It
I was like, I love to fucking get some shark repellent. Let's do this. It's great. You know, it's fucking fun. Let's run around with the fucking bomb everywhere and shit.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I'm all about it.
That's a wonderful sort of product of its time. Like it works perfectly well for when it came out. And
it really is. It's a great fever dream of an of expression in the 60s and 70s.
Rehydrating people in the Batcave. Yeah.
You know, it's just like if you watch you watch like that and the Monkeys, like you pretty much got the 60s, like and like spy shows like I Spy or Mission Impossible or that was later on, but
The Prisoner.
Prisoners is I still haven't figured The Prisoner out. Still
great show.
I have it. It's wonderful. I love it. And it works really well if you watch Secret Agent Man in front of it, you know, or because they're kind of sister shows, but I don't know, man. 60s were bonkers. Like they've in the 80s, like I think something petered out in the 90s when it came to movies. There's just something, I don't know if they just at one point somewhere in like 1989 or something ran out of stuff, but everything just feels kind of like
redone.
Everything became. I think the problem. I don't know. We were talking about movies, but like I think about comic books. And like I feel like the '90s, everything just became Spawn. Everything is like Spawn and things like Spawn.
Everything was like
things
extreme.
That. Yeah. X Games and everything's just.
The '90s is the best.
They saw what was popular and they grasped.
You see who's all about the '90s, right? The extreme guy.
Well, it's like everything else. Whatever was influential to you, like whatever you started reading is kind of what you grasp onto. And even though you can evolve and you could read further things, you have a love for that. Like I just happen to know people that were older than me that in 1986 fed me things like American Flag and Watchmen.
That's not necessarily true because my dad got me into comics and that was when I was young. And it was definitely that like 60s, 70s shit.
Mm-hmm.
I personally, read all the 90s shit too.
Yeah, I remember going to Emerald City and picking up Spawn #1 when it came out.
I was in college and I had,
like when I think back,
and I'm still reading it
for whatever reason, and it's the stupidest fucking thing. But because like I said, my dad like got me into reading it, so that's when he taught me like the Green Lantern Oath and all that shit when I was little. But for whatever fucking reason, I think like because Spider-Man's always been my shit, right?
Yeah.
That's what he got me into. And the thing that jumps out always is Man Mountain Marco for me. And I'm like, that I don't know why. It's the stupidest fucking thing, but I'm like, that was kind of one of the earliest things I remember that he was reading to me.
Yeah.
I
want to see the MCU.
Like, that one needs to be a thing.
I want to see the MCU take a stab at that because like they made Batroc the Leaper really cool. Like I want to see him do Paste Pot Pete like really badly. Like
I've been wanting Swarm for the longest damn time.
Swarm, right?
And now that Nazis are cool again, you can do it.
You can do it. Right. Now
maybe
that
Kanye could play Swarm.
Kanye could play Swarm.
Kanye could fucking play him.
that
Actually,
Indiana
there could
Jones
be a
trailer made me
Broadway.
I'm ready for the Indiana Jones movie.
It made me so happy. I have a friend of mine, Neil, my friend Neil, who I adore. He's in England, and he was like, he's got a different view of things. Like he heard Mangold was directing it, and he was thinking that we were going to get like Logan but with Indiana Jones. That we were going to get like this bummer, like analog hero in a digital
No.
world,
Yeah.
alcoholic. Like,
You know,
I'm
it'd be
like,
funny if that's really what it was, and they just showed like the Indiana Jones
Right.
parts that we wanted to
but I
see.
mean, you forget that Mangold also directed The Wolverine, which is not. That's a comic book movie. It's
But
not Logan.
it was still
It's-
very emotional.
and very good. It was
Yeah.
very, and even everybody shits on the end of it, but because the end of it turns into a fight with the bad
Yeah,
guy because
a
that's what you
CG
have.
fight.
You know, that's what they do.
Yeah, that's the Marvel formula.
Yes,
That's comic book movie. That's action movie
Well, that
formula.
was-
like that's
it was
what,
so
what, do you want to
wasn't
do?
it?
No, but sky beams and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
WandaVision.
WandaVision.
Nazis
Yeah.
the current gas prices. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's
Man,
it's
we need to
interesting.
get him on the show. He's
Who?
he's quick.
Who, Sean? Yeah,
Yeah, Sean should just jump in. Get a camera.
you should. We need a guy. We need a guy with an accent.
Welcome aboard.
We need somebody from the UK to let us know what's going on.
Right?
Oh, gee.
Tell us about Doctor Who. What can you tell us now? Can they afford it? I don't think they can, Sean. No. Can they afford to have you on the show? Is what you're asking? I don't know.
Can
What's
they
the?
afford more Doctor Who?
Oh, that's right. It's like daylight where he is. It's like Wednesday or something. What day is it? There?
What, 6-7 hours ahead of us?
Something like that. It's tomorrow morning.
Monday morning. I don't even want to think about Monday morning. Fuck it being Monday morning soon.
No, I dig my job, but even I hate Monday mornings, man. It's the
Bunch
worst.
of Garfields in here.
Yeah. Give me a plate of
Oh, so
lasagna.
it's like you work late.
Midnight.
You work
yeah.
overnight.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
As opposed to
it's only
0:30 p.m.
it's only a half hour AM.
Yeah.
They tell time differently over there in Europe.
I just find it interesting that they use AM PM if you use a 24-hour clock.
Right?
Anti-meridian and post-meridian because of the line that surrounds the Earth. So I watched this really cool thing, which is really neat. Everybody seems to hate Neil deGrasse Tyson because he likes to debunk science fiction movies, but I think it's hilarious. And,
He's great.
and- yeah,
He's
he
great.
talked about like the old story that we used to that every kid who was ever into like sci-fi or anything ever imagined. They're like, what if you drilled a hole entirely through the planet Earth and jumped into it? What would happen? Right.
I heard him on an interview talk about
Yeah.
this.
So the truth is that
Right.
you would burn to death before you
Yeah,
hit the core.
die,
But
yeah.
if that was not an element, it's cool. What would happen is that you would fall at the highest rate of speed until you hit terminal velocity,
Oh,
and then you would come out the other side,
we'll leave this up until
decreasing in
everyone's-
speed at the same rate that you increased in speed. So by the time you hit the other hole on the other side of the Earth, you would be stable again. So
That's
if you could
awesome.
do it, and if you could grab hold of something by the end, you would actually survive, or you would just keep going back and forth for the rest of eternity. like at the same, you'd fall at the same rate of speed, it would level off, and you'd decrease at the same level of speed. And now I want to see that in a movie of some sort, like a Godzilla. Like they did the whole
but it's Hollow Earth and Godzilla. What are you
Hollow
talking
Earth.
about?
That's right, which is wonderful. That movie was wonderful.
I really enjoy that entire set of movies.
It was a joy. It's a joy.
I mean, I love Godzilla in general. I'm hyped for the new one next year. So, the new
So
Japanese
maybe-
one.
Yeah, the
Maybe you
Toho
could
one.
tell me because
Yeah.
I'm not like in the Godzilla community. But just like I'm not in the
Get with
Batman
it.
community. So what's the problem that people have with the legendary era Godzilla movies? Like they're
People have
Godzilla
problems.
movies.
It was
Yeah, people have
thick.
problems with everything. Yeah, people have problems with everything.
The
People are
problem
fucking
they had with the
stupid.
first one was there wasn't enough Godzilla.
Even
that
though there
the
was
big
more
complaint.
Godzilla than there was in the
The-
original Godzilla.
Most Toho movies, period. There was more
Yeah.
Godzilla in the first movie than most fucking Toho Godzilla
Right,
movies.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Like Shin Godzilla, I've watched and I still don't know
Oh,
if I
God, I watched Shin
like
Godzilla.
it.
that's my favorite Godzilla movie.
It's
My favorite one, and it's not because of Godzilla, it's because of the fucking Power Rangers. Is Final Wars.
yeah.
I love that
There's
one.
like
Final
there's
Wars
part
is
of
a
me
trip though. Final
part
Wars,
of me
like, get
loves
high
Shin
and watch
Godzilla
Final
and not-
Wars.
Right,
Yeah.
and you get to see American Godzilla just get squashed.
yeah.
With the weird like rock music that they play during that part. Oh
well,
my
because it's
god.
America. Yeah, because it's America. I want to see Shin Godzilla fight classic Godzilla. Like I want to see that happen. Like I want to see because
Like
I know they're like
54
all different
classic?
timelines and everything like that. And like for a while they're like the show, either the show ones or the next one. They're all
Godzilla
different.
has so many timelines. It makes Halloween.
Oh, there's a
believable.
while. Wasn't there a while there where every movie was its own thing and they're not connected at all?
I don't
Like,
think they're paying any attention, John.
Yeah, in the middle of
No,
Millennium
no,
Arc. in the middle of the
Well,
like,
they're
the beginning,
going
in the
off on
Millennium
Godzilla,
Arc.
but you're gonna have to.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Did he say something again? We're just
get like
chatting.
5 things.
He's just trying to do U.S. trivia, I guess.
All right, let's.
I don't fucking know anything about the United States of America. I just
We're
live here.
Americans. We have no education.
That's right.
We
Which
wouldn't
is
know if you were right,
disappointing.
Sean.
We're so disappointing, and I'm sorry about that, man. There's a new rumored to yes, Godzilla Zero. That's correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
Coming
Yeah,
out
that's the
November
Godzilla that
next
Mikey's
year.
allowed to have.
I have every Godzilla. I have every
Oh,
Godzilla.
I
like
got
the
it,
zero
Chris.
sugar, zero sugar. Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Oh,
Take your moment. I got you.
I'm
Woo, the
sorry.
fetus.
That was very good. That's true. I'm doing okay with that. I'm off of the injections. I don't have to inject myself with
Nice.
Insulin.
yeah, man.
I also don't, and I got a
Hasn't even been 6 months. and they're
crazy
like-
high sugar and A1C. You know.
They got you on the metformin, do they?
They do twice a day.
Ooh, you say you got
Oh.
the squirts or what?
No, I didn't actually.
I did for
Really?
the first year.
Yeah, I don't. I just have the square. I haven't had a solid crap since I was 16 years old. So I don't.
That's the nerves.
You should
Didn't
probably-
You're a nervous
Didn't
energy.
just happen for you, Mikey.
I got used to giving myself the needle though. It
I
certainly
want to
doesn't
give you a
hurt.
shot in the ass though when I come
Well,
to
you're ready for
And it makes you
Hollywood
look
already,
hardcore.
bro.
It does, yeah. Like I'm in that. Like I used to tie a rubber band around my arm just
If
to,
you- if
even
you
though I
give
did it
yourself
in my
shots,
leg.
Mikey, you're ready for Hollywood, baby.
That's right. That's right.
Just
That's what
run
I'm
with it.
talking about.
You're ready for the floor of the Viper room now.
Yeah. Taking it back to the 90s.
Do-do-do-do.
Oh
Wasn't
my
it the
God.
sidewalk though?
Yeah, it was the sidewalk. I couldn't think of the word
was-
sidewalk, so I
was
said
the
floor.
the cement floor.
the
Outside.
ground area.
Outside a door.
Something?
Yeah.
The bottom
You think-
part.
Did you spill something?
Is that our generation's?
Son of a bitch.
You know how every generation sort of has a moment where they like
I do. It's a Star Wars.
come of age all at once. Like the Kennedy assassination was for the 60s, and like Vietnam was for the
We had a
70s.
few,
the late,
I think, like because there was.
you're putting
there was
River
Phoenix,
Phoenix
there was
that
Kurt
high?
Cobain.
Yeah,
was
really.
very good.
River Phoenix is our Vietnam.
Yeah.
No, but like, was that the moment? Was that moment of sort of like realization for or was it like for a lot of people? People
I
also
don't
say that it was
know.
like Kurt Cobain and stuff like that. For
I
the
would put
90s.
Kurt Cobain higher than River
Yeah.
Phoenix,
Yeah.
at least in
I
my
would too.
Yeah.
life.
Yeah. Like
I
there's a
agree.
lot of those things that for some reason, like when Kurt Cobain killed himself or however you want to
Oh.
I
No.
was in my
Or
in my
9/11.
20s at 9/11. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
9/11.
Yeah, I was already
working
working.
Young
Star
20s
Wars.
or 9/11.
9/11 was what 2001.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, wait. I would have been like
Fucked up about
19.
it.
Shit.
I don't know how old I was. I can't do math. My daughter would be able to tell
You
me.
were
that.
16. Cindy says she was 16. So
You were 16? That must have been 18.
yeah,
Jesus, you
I was like
fucking
15
degenerate.
when Kurt Cobain died. So
I was like
that would-
29.
Babies.
Was I 29? Yeah, I guess no, 28 or something like that. In 2001, I can't math.
I had a
Wow.
year-old
22.
son.
I was working for Chase. I think.
Were you? I was down. I worked for Kinko's at the time. I was dating. There was a dark time in my. I worked for Kinko's and was dating some girl named Marcy. And
That sounds dark.
I was working
oh.
at Eckerd
that's-
and dating the whole building.
You were working. What was that?
Yeah, Eckerd drugs
You were dating
Uh,
the entire bit, like even the old ladies.
corporate
that were coming
office. Yeah,
to- Oh,
Oh, I thought he was dating the drugs.
Adam,
for a
I want to
moment.
hear stories about your life pre.
it
Whatever was happening.
there's a debaucherous.
That's
There was a
lived in-
time I was like Chris.
Strip clubs? Yeah.
High school. Yeah, I don't know. Like,
Dude, 9/11, I had a year-old son. I fucking was living girlfriend for a couple of years. Fucking, I don't
Oh,
know.
that was even before we met.
I was working something. I
I was
maybe
in
I
college.
wasn't. I could have been running scams. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was.
You were talking, right?
I had
I had
my
an
way
RPG.
to the school
Wait, no,
that
actually-
Bush was at to protest.
Me and Dave were
No
like
shit.
Wow.
hanging a
because
lot.
he was in Sarasota.
I think it
Wow.
was because I think we met in 02 at
It was like
the
0203 when we met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the scam place.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I was
Now I-
like fucking. I was hanging out with Dave a lot. We were playing a Star Wars RPG, and our fucking game master had he was a reservist, so it ruined our game.
Yeah, and since then we've been able to hold on to a GM for more than 2 or 3
Yeah.
sessions.
It's hard. It's fucking hard as hell.
GM, a general
good
manager. I was never good at role playing games, man, because I just can't take it seriously.
Fuck taking it seriously. Just have
well,
fun.
see, yeah, but
Just have
right.
fun.
But every time I played with people who were like really into
No,
it.
you just need to play with different people then.
I got-
No,
yeah,
that
Play
shit.
this for
Fun.
I got
We played
kicked
a
out of
Star
a
Wars
game.
where I played a psychopathic stormtrooper who used dead bodies as puppets.
Mhm.
Why am I smelling stinky old fucking?
Just-
I had
Yeah.
there was a game that we
Food.
played once, and they had these rings, and each ring had the
Caleb, did you spill your
one
octopus?
of the beholder eyes, right?
You motherfucker! You
So
did
the
it.
ring turned me into like an air elemental. So there was like this minotaur, and I flew into the minotaur's nostrils and
Maybe
solidified.
it's
The
just
hardest
you-
part
Like,
is schedules.
Open this up.
Maybe you just.
That's fun.
Right,
Hey,
it's awesome.
listen,
They kicked
Timmy,
me
I'm
out,
down-
even though
I'm
it
down.
worked and I killed the minotaur. They were
That's
like,
so
"We can't have you
stupid.
do
Like,
that
just let
shit."
them have people have fun. Play like fucking game.
That's right. Freaking schedules.
You would have smelled that.
Speaking of, like, straight up, did you see that they did push the D&D movie because like some schedules wouldn't match up?
Oh, did they really? I didn't know
It's
that.
like
That's
Edison
hilarious.
Ever
Wait, schedules as far as what?
That's the most
like
D&D
like
thing
actor
ever.
schedules, they
It
couldn't
is.
fucking get to. They had to push it because a couple of the main actors' schedules didn't line up.
Well,
and I
are
was
they
like,
doing
that's-
reshoots still or something?
Yeah, like
or-
that. If you said you have more brains than Kurt Cobain, are you smart?
Oh,
Oh my goodness. It's funny. I was just talking about Nirvana the other day about how like I
I'll put it up for everybody to see.
like I can't listen to that first album. Or not. It's the second album.
Second album,
Like I just have no interest in. Like I loved it when it came out. You know.
saw that you said you outgrew it basically.
I don't know. I just have no like. I skip. But I listened to Bleach that same day because
Yeah.
I prefer Bleach actually over Nevermind. And I'm not trying to be edgy or anything, but I just think I like it more.
Is that the edgy album? Is Bleach the edgy Nirvana album?
It's a little more raw. It's like less produced. You know.
Right.
It's
And then
this-
In Utero went kind of like weirder.
you know what? Honestly, I think I've listened to In Utero like once all the way through. Maybe
In Utero is like pinnacle.
it's
Nirvana.
genius. I know,
Yeah.
but I think I've listened to it once. I was the same way with Pearl Jam. Like once Vitology came out, it didn't like the second album. Pearl
Versus
Jam's
was amazing.
Versus
Yeah.
is like
It's an amazing album.
just like
And the
Just
one they
like
just put
Purple.
out in 2020 is really good.
is it really good?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
haven't-
Purple STP. That's
Purple's
just-
second album is
and their third
phenomenal.
one was dog shit.
Yeah, like I just
Tales from the Vatican gift shop.
yeah.
Well, fucking SDP, like once when he's not on heroin, it was not good.
Yeah.
Like honestly, if I was in the band, I'd be like, "Look, I love you, buddy, Scott, and but you need to get back on that smack because you're fucking garbage."
Well, he didn't write the stuff, did he? Or although his solo album is really good. 10 Bar
Yeah.
Blue. What's it called?
His solo stuff, period, is just really
Yeah,
good.
whatever that first one is. Is it called 10 Bar Blue?
When he was
Is it called-
clean, he was just not so good. I mean, it sucks to say that, but it's
Yeah.
I mean, it's true.
And the song he did on Not Another Teen Movie was good.
Mhm. Yeah, that solo album that he had was just like Dave Gahan. Dave Gahan's solo, but that's getting
His solo
you know,
stuff is
his solo
great.
stuff is phenomenal.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes when people go solo, it's like it's beneficial. Sometimes it just sounds like the same stuff
Yeah.
over again, just with different people playing. Like Tunnel of Love is essentially a solo album for Springsteen because the E Street Band didn't play on it. But
Yeah.
it just sounds like a Springsteen album. Like it just
And
doesn't-
Colin Hayes stuff is just Men at
it's
Work.
Men at Work, right?
Yeah.
Just without a saxophone. Because he's dead. I think the sax player's dead. Actually.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I don't actually understand how solo albums work. Like as straight up as like a person who doesn't really listen to rock music like at all. Like
yeah.
it's a band, right? How do you make a solo album? Like is
You just-
like I assume one guy isn't playing guitar.
No, but
and
you're
also
basically
playing
hiring
drums.
people to play with you.
These
Right.
sessions
Yeah,
guys.
sessions. Yeah.
Sometimes it's like just a drum track. laid
Or
back.
unless you're Prince and you play everything
Every
yourself
fucking-
anyway.
Yeah, that's a little
You know?
different.
And but like and actually a lot of times if you look at these guys like these headliners from rock bands, if you look at their solo albums, a lot of times the guys from the band also play on it too.
Yeah.
It's just not a full project because they didn't collaborate on it and all that stuff.
Or if you're
Yeah, like
Slash,
it
you
was
just
like-
get all the celebrities to help you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's yeah, I don't know. Like
Welcome to the
there's-
music podcast.
right.
rock
I mean,
and
we
roll.
talk about everything on this show.
It's true.
It's great.
We do.
And we're not grumpy.
like
I'm a little
Bono's
bit
book-
sleepy.
we're like the
Fuck you,
happiest
fuck you,
old
we're not
men.
grumpy.
We're-
Bono's book is really good too. I don't care if you guys hate him.
We're probably like the happiest group of people on the internet talking about nerd culture shit. Like everyone's like, I fucking hate
They
everything.
hate everything.
That's how we
man.
started. Then
Everything.
Mikey
Yeah, but then Mikey ruined it. We were
I'm
we were shitting on
sorry.
I'm even excited for the Beast Wars movie.
That didn't look horrible.
It looked great.
Like it did. But what I like is that he looks like a robot monkey.
Yeah.
And not-
he does.
Because the cartoon is garbage. Because for me,
They turn
they're
into
robots and they turn into like furry
Yeah, the
animals.
fuzzy animals.
Yeah, like if you turn into like a robot gorilla, that makes sense. You know,
My younger
I
brothers
didn't,
were
I
obsessed
didn't watch the
with
Beast Wars trailer.
I didn't either.
It's,
I couldn't
it's
get
not
past the
bad.
animation.
It's not a bad trailer.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. The animation didn't. You know.
But I
Yeah.
heard it was like an adaptation of the Book of Revelations.
Really?
Like the
Well, there's
the
two.
last season got like really, really dark.
Yeah, there's like two of them. There's Beast Wars and then there's Beast Machines.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of them is really awful and one of them apparently is really good and involves like Steve would know this stuff. Like that's why we need the robot boy here.
Yeah, God damn it.
You know, yeah. What does he
Flame
transform into? What would be our alt modes? That's a good question. John, what would be your alt mode? It has to be something without wheels.
Oh, anything with two legs that worked.
Okay.
John
All
would
right.
turn into a straw on a pot.
So an ostrich. We're going to say an ostrich. Okay.
Sure, why not? Let's roll with it.
John, what would
Unintended.
okay, so John's going to be an ostrich. What would Chris be? What would your alt mode be?
A jet and a motorcycle.
To get a jet motorcycle. They have
Oh,
that.
like
They have-
Astro Train.
Yeah. Oh, you're a triple changer. That's cool. Okay, Victor's turn. It's Victor's turn. I'm just going in order that I see you guys.
Yeah.
I'll roll with, I don't know. I'll be a fucking bed. I just want to sleep.
There you go. That's good. Okay, Adam, yours.
Oh crap!
Actually, if you're
Uh,
bet people are sleeping on,
I'm
you.
gonna do the
Well,
I'm
that's
gonna do the
fine,
Chris
too.
triple changer, an arcade machine, and a film projector.
There you go. That's cool. I would be an ice cream truck because at least I'd have ice cream in me if I did that.
I'll put
Because I
ice
don't.
cream in
I'm
you.
not allowed to have
There
ice
was
cream in
somewhere
me.
else that you could have gone with that, and no.
No. Oh, because it adds lure children to me. No.
Oh,
No. Man.
Hey, we were talking about Spawn
he
earlier.
is ready for Hollywood, everybody.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
you
Yeah.
go.
The hockey
The ice
player.
cream
the
guy.
guy's name
You do
was,
know
yeah.
Mikey does like teenagers.
It's on his Instagram.
She's. I can't, man. Every single time it's something new. Like it's like. There's this.
But it's okay.
model-
She's from Mythbusters, so it's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she can lick her
there's
knees.
this, I don't know.
follow her too, Mikey.
You know, Boobatron. No, what is her name?
Her name is not Boobatron?
Jesus. So
Much
Mikey's
less
all about
interesting
that
now.
shit. Doesn't even know her
I don't
name.
know. I'm
You're
really
like
bad at that.
anonymous.
I'm really bad.
Speaking of Boobatron, we're getting fucking RC in this.
Yes,
Right,
we are.
that's
Yes,
cool.
we are.
That's cool. That's gonna make some that subculture really happy.
Let me ask:
pocket.
has anybody watched anything over the last 3 weeks that like?
Just
What-
movies, not
Couple
TV
of
shows.
trailers.
I'm you know, I like everything.
I
so
definitely watched Wednesday. Yeah.
I
I
like-
watched The Menu and Glass Onion. That's all I watched.
How's
Glass
Glass
Onion-
Onion? I haven't watched it.
Glass Onion was they both were unbelievable movies. They're two
Yeah.
of my favorite movies of the year. So
I watched the first 2 episodes of Willow and really enjoyed it.
I
That's
finally
cool.
canceled my AMC A-list thing that I haven't used in a fucking year. at
Good
50.
idea.
People are
But
hating
now
on
that
Willow
the shit
because
that I want to watch is out. You know, I just don't have time. That's the problem.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rachel something. Rachel Pizza something. But that's the model's name. She's just she looks like she was made in a machine. She looks like you know, Gary and Wyatt input all the information into their computer and it spit her out. And that's like
And you enjoy her. That's fine.
Nothing wrong with that.
she's 19 years old and attractive, and I just appreciate that.
she knows what she's doing.
Nothing more than I'm not some kind
She's
of
asking
fetish-
for it, right?
No, nobody ever. Oh God, this is going to get people to log off. This is going to
The
get our
two
one
people-
person that watches the show. Stop
Mikey's
watching.
basically saying that she's asking for it. He emailed her dick pics.
No, I didn't. I
No, it was a
didn't.
direct message.
My camera's macro setting doesn't work very well, so I can't send her.
Email that you can tell I'm old.
What's funny though
Yeah,
is that
exactly.
I can't imagine like
Send her a
like-
fax.
she, like many TikTok models and stuff, does like
You need to start blind facts and copy.
no. So like many TikTok models and stuff, I assume, like, I know she does live stuff. I don't, but can you imagine the kind of crap that kid must get bombarded with?
Oh yeah, absolutely,
daily.
absolutely. It's fucking.
Because apparently there's no filter system on TikTok or anything like that. Like
There's no filter system like almost any social media
Well,
platform.
yeah,
especially direct messages.
Yeah,
and
when it comes
shit.
to DMs, you're just fucked. Like you're just
like
constantly fucked.
like Twitter really has, once Musk took over, Twitter has really gotten to be a cesspit. Like it really had, like even more than it was before.
Well,
and that's saying something.
Yeah. Like it is really.
You know that there are like people legitimately still sharing like blue check shit because they don't realize that it's like this Hillary thing, where it's like, oh, I heard that my friend Elon Musk killed himself. Doesn't that like I've got friends that are sharing that like, look, see, she's killing people. Like she sent it out early, and I'm like, oh my fucking god.
I love all the blue check mark drama that went on.
That was funny.
Great.
Yeah.
It was fucking amazing. Like insulin's free now, guys.
Anybody with 10 extra bucks in their pocket can buy themselves a fucking blue check mark.
That was so good. I love the one where this one person was like, Elon, I made a mistake. I don't want to be Christmas forever. Can you please help me?
I saw
and
that.
Like, yeah, you can change it now. And they changed her name to Elon Musk. I was like, thank you.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It just I don't know why they I mean, I guess whoever got the $45 million is laughing their way all the way to the bank or something.
Fam.
Yeah, like who like was that an individual who got all of that money or
No, it probably went to
the shareholders.
Yeah, the shareholders, I'm sure.
Like they agreed to it. They were like, okay, sure,
We'll take 44 billion upon us.
Like hell.
Like that's a fucking payday. Would you say no to that payday?
Right.
Shit, I
right.
dropped
They
Twitter in a
overpaid
heartbeat.
They
Fuck that
overpaid like
shit.
crazy for that shit.
Give
And
me
now he's
$44 billion.
billions in debt, fired half the staff.
You'd never. Someone gave me $44 billion. You'd never hear from me again. What happened to Victor? Where'd that guy go?
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah, I guess that's true.
I would suck every dick in this fucking room for on the fucking 50-yard line at the Super Bowl for $44 billion.
I'd do it for one.
I mean,
Yeah,
for
$1
real,
billion.
I got a dollar, buddy.
Billion with a B. I mean, that's that's
big
I know I'm at
number.
$1.
Yeah,
I'm lonely.
like
he's not.
I am. I'm a lonely guy. You
he's
got
not
$1 in your
particular.
pocket. I'll meet you at the bus station right now.
I got these cheeseburgers, man.
And that was the first time I sucked a dick for crack, but it wouldn't be the last.
I seen them.
Yeah.
Adam and I hang out in the same places.
Like, he's just like, yeah, okay.
Rest in peace,
He's
Bob
just looking
Saget.
up his girl.
No, my mother supposedly she sent a box full of Christmas presents for Zoe on Friday and we didn't get it. And shit's been disappearing off of our porch. So
Oh.
yeah, I mean the first time it was like a thing of energy drinks and stuff, so it didn't really matter to me. But now it's like Christmas presents and that kind of sucks.
Yeah,
and I thought
I've
we
been
were in a
Sort of like
I've been
No, but
using the
at the
Amazon
same-
lockers for Amazon stuff.
right. I mean, at the same time, it is also our yearly "Does my mother know my fucking address?"
Right.
So,
So it could be you said that shit disappeared and she went, oh, I said something.
Well, no,
Okay,
she's like,
well,
I sent it to Sunset Drive. I don't live on Sunset Drive. I live on Sunset Circle. So
Right. I know where you live.
Yeah, that's right.
We all
yeah.
know where you live.
We all know.
we had that happen once where
We
we
did,
were
in fact,
Lucy and I,
sir.
our first apartment, we got a box of Omaha steaks. We held on to it for 3 weeks. Nobody came to claim it, so we had steaks the following month.
You're not supposed to.
This chair was
You're
someone else's.
I mean, if they live near you, you bring it to their house. Like,
Not if it's from
it was
Amazon.
our
They could just get
address.
another one.
yeah.
Our address,
Oh, it was your address. That's
Yeah.
different. Yeah.
yeah, other people's names, and
Oh.
there was a note in there that says "Love Grammy."
Okay.
Thank you, Grammy.
I wish my grandma sold
That's
me. Well,
what
I
I
mean,
said.
my grandma, they're both dead, so getting steaks from the afterlife would be cool. But like,
I kind of want to send you steaks to your house now.
and actually,
From
the one
Grammy.
grandmother, all the steaks are
Grammy.
already pre-cooked because she's in hell. So that would be. They're all blackened blackened swordfish steaks. And shit.
Wait, this is a different side of Mikey. Let's dig a little deeper into that.
My mother's mother was a monster. She was a tyrant. My father's mom was a sweet lady. I mean, I didn't have like muffin baking grandmas either way. Like the sweet grandma was like a cigarette smoking, go down to the deli and get me another pack of cigarettes. She was awesome. You know, the other one was just monstrous and she was horrible to everyone. So when she died, we were all just like, is it okay to cheer or should we just wait? Should we wait? You know,
wait till you get home and do it in private.
my uncle handed out party poppers at her funeral. The thing where you
Oh
pull the
my
thing.
god, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah. Like they, you know, she was rough.
My grandfather was like that. When he died in hospice, and they had to have me and my mom show up. And they're like,
Oh.
we'll give you time. And we're standing there in the room with him going, can we go now?
Yeah.
What do we do?
yeah.
Hold
What
on
do
though,
I
but
do?
if he was in hospice, you should have been like looking around for the oxys. Because they give all those old people fucking just a shitload of oxy.
John
They
wants to
do.
know if they're overcooked
It's,
or
like,
vegan steaks.
comfortable. You can make some.
Yeah,
You could have
sure.
made some bucks, man.
This was
Load
like
them
at
up.
2 a.m. when he passed.
Man.
You're like,
yeah.
"Where's the
Yeah.
drugs, old man?"
I couldn't go into like other rooms.
Some old folks are just like, I hope I'm not that way. Like, I hope I don't like suddenly get, you know, there's a certain age people get where they get like super paranoid and they start to,
Well,
you
dude,
know.
you already live in
Yeah,
the
I don't
basement.
ever want to be like that. Yeah.
Mikey's gonna turn all racist and shit when he hits 53. You got a few good years left, and then you're just gonna become a racist ass.
That's right. You know, yeah, that happens. Howard Chaykin said that when you hit 50, you enter like the third stage of your life where like, you know, so I got 1 year to live it up. And then not even, I got like less than a year now. I turned 50 in June. That's when you guys should come up, is when I turned 50. You know?
That's a great idea, actually.
yeah, man.
A big 5-0 birthday party.
The
Let's
big
do it.
5-0.
I think that's a plan. That
and we need to involve the police because it's 5-0. Like,
But if
need
we
to-
show up, you'd be surprised, and at your age, you might
excuse
pass
me,
out or
that's
have a heart
true.
attack.
It's true. Give me
Yeah.
like a little warning first.
You'll
So-
grab your chest and fall down into the
I mean,
basement.
Excuse me,
already
sir.
has
I'm
the
Puerto
address.
Rican. I do not involve police in anything.
Chris already has the address. He made copies of your house keys. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've already got copies of the keys. We'll be in. Who needs keys?
Yeah.
Doors are
Yeah.
easily
You know
kicked
what's
in.
really funny? Speaking of that, so all right. So I taught my daughter how to break into houses. I taught her on John's house.
Life skills.
Right.
I taught her on John's house, and he goes, "Well, I guess I got to change the shit if it was that easy that a fucking 7-year-old could do it." But
You're like the movie Sneakers.
yeah, but I was just at her karate the other day, and one of the kids closed the door, and like the teenager running the desk was like, "Shit, that's locked, and we don't have a fucking key for it." And the guy who runs the place's key doesn't have that one, like the office key, and all your shit's locked in. So I was like, just standing there, and I was like, "All right, goddamn it, wait!" And I pull my pocket knife out. Like 3 seconds later, I'm in, and all the kids are like, "How did you do that?" So I'm like, "All right, come inside here, and I'll show you." First, I was like, "I'm going to be responsible. I'm not going to teach a bunch of like children how to break into places." And then I was like, "All right, fuck it, whatever." And I took him inside and showed him how it works. And I was like, I walk out, I'm like, "I'm not teaching you guys bad life skills here." And they're like, "No, not here. You're not. God damn it, stop that!" Like I'm always doing shit like that.
Yeah.
Lockpicking is a legit skill to have, though. Like you
Yeah,
can't,
it
like those type of scenarios happen. Like they legitimately fucking happen. Like that.
Yeah.
It's not a bad skill.
They happened. They happened to us at the studio. Remember?
Yeah.
We're like, yeah, come get the equipment. Then fucker locks the studio door on the internal.
Yeah.
Mm.
I just took. Well, that one I didn't do the lock. I just took the fucking hinges off, like
Yeah,
that,
you can.
That's a little different.
and like just took the fucking door off and then put it back on after.
Every brick is a lockpick if you wanted to. So
There's a guy in my job that he has a lockpick set and he just buys bigger and more complicated fucking like padlocks, and that's just, he does that like just to do something between work.
It's his fidget spinner.
Yeah, it really is. He just fucking
yeah.
pop that one, next one.
Yeah, I mean, that's like a legitimate business too. If you don't use it
Yeah.
to commit crimes, like you could.
Where's the
you know.
fun in that, Mikey?
Well, it's better to be able to get in without leaving a mark. Like, yeah, a brick can work, but then people know you were there.
Yeah, that's. But maybe I'm
People
a
know
narcissist.
somebody was there.
Like, I don't want to kick your door off for your 50th birthday. That will
Mm.
cause you to have a heart attack.
I'm a
Or
narcissist,
I'll
so
get
I
in
want
and
people
hide
to
in
know
your
I was
basement
there.
with the guys.
I'm like the Riddler. I'm going to leave clues. I'm just going to be
You're
like,
gonna
ha ha
fucking-
ha,
You're
Batman.
gonna show up from some nice dinner somewhere.
How can you do that? You're not in the
and you-
Batman circle.
That's right.
You're not-
That's right. I think you
Dude,
forget.
let me go put my leftovers in the basement because I'm not allowed
Batman
upstairs.
community in the
The
1980s.
basement stays cold enough. You saw he was fucking dressed at the start of this thing.
Yeah, and then you
Leftovers
walk in
stay
the
good.
basement and we're all like, surprise,
Right.
and we kill Mikey.
It was cold down here when I came
Well,
back.
then we
That was
divvy
like,
up his nerd shit.
Magic Mike
Exactly.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Grab this chest and dies. We already had our shit in
Oh.
boxes and ready to go.
I've surpassed. You remember when I said that I was going to stop?
Yeah,
buying
you
comics
lived
'cause I hit.
longer than your dad.
I did. I've beaten him by almost a
that
full
guy.
year now. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Um,
you've collected from Identity Crisis to Identity Crisis.
I did. I know that was so dumb. But so I am now at 12,141 comics. I gotta.
Right, so we can get a couple grand a piece.
I gotta
to
stop.
bring
I gotta.
everybody.
I don't know. Well, this thing does tell
Take
you what
another
the.
shot, man. It's fine.
This
You
thing
don't have
will-
to stop. If you don't buy them, someone else will, and then
That's
you won't
right.
have them.
That's right. So this will tell you what the cover price, how much everything is worth by cover price, I think. Or maybe not. Oh, statistics, yeah. So if I sold everything just for the price on the covers, or maybe they don't. Anyway, it somehow this app will tell you that, but it's it's a pretty good chunk of. I mean, even if they were $1 a piece, that's $12,000.
My Funko app that I've been scanning shit into tells you the current going rate on things, and I've got like 700 of them scanned at like $23,000 value.
Yeah, this is at cover price. If I sold every comic that I have at the price that's printed on the cover, it's $44,778.21.
Yeah,
So that's not bad.
the Indiana Jones Jeep pop that you were liking is like $200.
Oh well.
Yeah,
I mean, my birthday is coming up.
that's
not,
what I
it's
hear.
not. It's June. It's Christmas.
I mean, it's technically coming up.
it is. That's true. So's everybody.
It's in June.
Yeah. I like how my my Secret Santa idea took a complete nosedive in the
That's
You
a good
did.
idea.
I was down, man.
It was like
I'm the first person in here, I guarantee it, and I'm still down.
people, Adam and Swit were like, "Are you kidding me?" And I'm just like, "Okay, sorry."
Adam,
You
you
know,
got
miracles and
just
well
like
wishes.
sitting in storage you can give people.
That's right. Well wishes, best wishes, and
You know?
warmest
That's
regards.
what I was gonna do. I'm not gonna go buy shit. I'll find something you guys like around here. I guarantee it.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
enough boxes of shit in there. You can probably like.
I mean, you could just give it. You could just randomly pick a pop and just be like, "Here you go."
Yeah,
I have an Indiana Jones, but it's a bootleg, so it's got to be a bootleg.
It's
just,
a
there's-
pip.
Yeah, there's something not right about it. It came. Yeah,
Plus, then I could get that box of shit that's sitting next to Mikey.
it's in the garage now. I moved it. It's getting closer to the
Out of
to
sight,
where it
out of
needs to
mind.
be. No, no.
But you could put a Rocketeer jetpack in there for me. Naked
Not,
pic.
that's
Wait,
Take a
Mike,
picture
I
of
wanted
wife.
to ask you: Have you seen the new Rocketeer cartoon on Disney Plus?
I did. It's adorable. Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
new Rocketeer cartoon on Disney Plus. Holy shit!
Yeah, it's for kids. It's for kids.
Yeah.
It's like a kids. It's for like little kids.
Yeah, yeah.
Still, like,
Yeah, it's
Like,
when
about
was the
a
last time we had new Rocketeer shit?
yeah. It's about a girl in modern times. and her, like,
IDW,
yeah, her like
He's like
great
the
great
great
grandfather.
granddaughter of the original Rocketeer. Yeah.
or is it Dynamite? It was Dynamite, right? That did the Rocketeer.
Vic, why are you going mute?
IDW.
IDW picked it up. I picked it up after.
Vic, why do you keep
I want to
muting?
say Dynamite.
Because I like have something stuck in my throat and I keep
Oh,
coughing
okay.
it up.
I just kept seeing it like
Yeah, you don't want to hear me like, fucking thing.
I do.
Oh,
I
yeah,
do.
Maybe
you
we
cover
do.
your mouth like dumb sons of bitches.
You
You know what I say?
don't Adam.
So I'm mute.
What?
I'm into that
I
stuff.
was saying, don't kink shame you, right?
I wore the Rocketeer stuff for
Adam wants to
Halloween,
hear it.
and by the end of the night, it started making this weird sound as I was walking. And it's because the bolts somehow or another the bolts undid themselves as I was walking. So like one of them fell out, and I heard it like a top one, so it fell out and fell through the rockets and hit the ground. It was like
Was it an outer bolt? Because then you could put chewing gum on it.
I know I should have. Yeah, no, it was it's held on to the backpack with these 4 nuts and bolts.
Oh,
And,
you got to rivet that shit.
Yeah, well, or like somebody uses super powerful magnets, which I think is kind of cool.
Yeah.
But
Like
so
my
it-
proton
I
pack is
almost
riveted
lost
to
the
its
whole thing.
motherboard.
I got the other kit that I haven't worked on, and it's any number of dozens of projects that I was like, yeah, I'll do this, and I never did it. Like
It just came
We
out
all
one
have
day and the
those.
kids were watching. I'm like, let me show you the real Rocketeer. And so
Yeah.
I showed them the movie, right? And they
Movie's-
dug the fuck out of the movie. And it made
Yeah.
them appreciate the show a little more because they knew the backstory.
yeah, it's cute. It's super
Keeping
cute.
his kids, man.
It's really cute. I wish I don't know if
You're
I
not
put
real
up toys
Rocketeer
for it.
fans.
You're not part of the Rocketeer circle.
Rocketeer,
Yeah,
we
community.
were part of the
Rocketeer
Rocketeer community.
Yeah.
Community.
Hey, listen, I'm not.
And-
They weren't born in that century, so it's fine.
well, whose fault was that? You should have been
Yeah.
working harder, man. You should have been.
I mean, his legs don't work. What do you think his penis is
You
like?
should have been. You should have
His
been.
legs finally
I do
found
have 2
somebody to put
kids. I
babies
just want
in
to
her.
point out.
Should have been popping them kids out.
Two people to put different babies in her because one's tan and one's powder. I'm not gonna say about the tan one. That's none of my
Oh my god!
concern.
Why do you do these things? Why do you?
Because
do that?
Chris.
That's right.
It's literally the answer.
And why do we love it? That's the other question. Why do you do this? And why do we love it? You know.
You know,
I don't know, man.
I don't. Chris is like the anti-friend. He's like, I'm gonna talk shit about you. That's how I know you. How I like you. And
Yeah.
then we all like, oh, I feel the love. Cocksucking son of a bitch.
I've been into like the DC Comics event thing.
Oh, come on, Cindy. You know, you guys got nothing on fucking Connor.
What's
Fucking
the
translucent.
current event? What's the current DC event?
Well, right now there isn't. I don't think there's a current one going on, but there
There's Dark Crisis.
Dark Crisis. Well, I wouldn't know because Randall hasn't sent me the rest of the books yet. Randall,
And we get
No,
the
don't
first
worry, he's not
JSA
watching.
issue now.
Randall's been dealing with health issues as he shoves a pizza in his mouth. I love him so much. He's an agent of chaos, that kid. He is a wonderful agent of chaos. He's like, oh, I feel awful, and they think it might have something to do with my diet. I'm going to eat this pizza, and the people, it just makes their heads explode. Like whoever's on his friends list, they're just like,
he's like, you know what? But he doesn't even just.
and I'm like,
picture of
do it,
pizza.
man. You know,
He's literally he posts the picture of pizza from Little Caesars, and he goes, "I deserve it."
nobody deserves that, man. Nobody does. Randall, don't
Like
be
he
so
literally
mean.
puts like, "I deserve this."
I deserve it.
He's like, and everyone's like, "Fucking goddamn!" Although even when he's like, "Hey, my A1C is 3," my doctor says I'm doing great and everything is perfect. His friends are still like, "Fuck you, you're diabetic,
like-
you're a piece of shit, and you need to eat kale."
He's eating a lasagna, and he's like, live, laugh, love. You know,
Live, laugh, love, die.
but like he's, you know, and it just cracks me up because I don't like. I have to think that in my head he's just like this criminal mastermind, and he knows that it's getting these people. Like it may not be. He may just be like innocently like, you know what, I'm going to eat 8 tacos for dinner because I want them. You know, which is perfectly fine. But the meltdowns are a side effect.
I
of
read
this.
melatonin in the skin.
Not so much.
I thought you
common,
read
but just mainly
mitochondria
because
or
of
what the
melanin.
fuck
I'm
is
just
it?
saying that I think that you're trying to
midichlorians
tell
in
me
the skin.
something like cold-blooded on the air live. Like, have you seen our pale kid? Huh? Vic?
Oh
Huh?
my.
You seen how pale he is? That's right.
She'd be in trouble too. Okay, she's fucking darker than I am. I don't know if you've seen my wife recently.
Mm.
Like, how did you even pop that out of your body?
So wait, now how long did you live in New York, Victor? You said you lived in New York.
Until I was young teenager, early teenage years.
Like you're from there. Oh, okay.
yeah, I'm from there. Yeah,
Very
used to
close.
live. No joke. Like facts are stranger than fictions. I used to live in bland housing projects. Bland, like
Wow.
dull, boring.
Yeah, the
Bland
squares.
housing projects. Yeah, that's
The squares.
that's where I
They-
grew up.
yeah, they all look like that, like the first house you build with Legos when you're a kid. Like it's just like a
no,
square.
they're
Yeah.
10-story tall
10
housing projects.
Yeah, but they're
Apartment
just like
buildings.
square. They're just like rectangles.
Oh
right?
yeah. They're just big, oppressive. Like what's the term? The architectural term?
Brutalist.
Brutalist. Yeah, brutalist structures. And then like they try to play it off by having like a little playground in the middle that were half
the
the shit's
middle.
broken.
Yeah, yeah.
then
Basketball
you
basketball nets that don't have chains on them.
And then there's like a chain link fence to where a small area where like the subway comes above the ground, so we would go there and throw bricks at each other. Good time.
Yeah.
Lego. That's true.
That's-
Lego is the plural
The
for
plural
Lego.
for Lego.
Yeah, motherfucker.
But
get
we
it.
don't. Nobody.
It's like
says
Jedi
that. That's right. The Jedi's.
and Moose.
Meese.
Mies, I hate you, Mises to pieces.
Pieces to pieces. Yeah, man. No, I lived across the river from you in New Jersey when I was growing up. So that's why they ask why everybody in New York City is always so miserable. It's because the light at the end of the tunnel is New Jersey.
That's fair.
So you know,
Fair.
so
Be back,
nobody
guys.
wants that shit. Yeah, we lived in Passaic and Clifton and all that shit. But yeah, man, it is a different vibe up there though. Like there's no place
different
like
vibe.
New York. There's no place like New York City has literally everything for everyone at every time. Like
Except
every
quiet.
culture. What's that?
Everything for everyone every time except quiet.
Except quiet.
I hope
It
you
is
don't
the
want
loud.
that.
It is truly the loud. Even in the middle of the night, it's the loudest
Yeah,
place.
just
Until
hope
it
you don't want that.
snows. It gets eerie quiet when it snows. It gets like really weird because snow absorbs sound.
Until the swerving cars,
Yeah.
next car accident, somebody hits someone on the bicycle.
Fuck you.
Yeah, we used to take the PATH train actually to the World Trade Centers where we used to get off the train. Yeah, that was something, man. Everything is good. Like every culture, everything.
All the food's good because everyone's like legit from wherever, like just generational.
Just like whereas in Pittsburgh, every pizza place is owned by a Turkish family, and it's like it's great. Like it's like, you know, and it is the only place you could get actual like Bialys. You can't find a Bialy here to save your goddamn life. But Bialys are like a bagel's better cousin. It doesn't have a hole in it, right? See, that's cool. And Adam, are you like Florida your whole life? Florida?
Yeah, but
Okay.
I've been to New York.
Yeah.
But I've never left Pinellas County living wise.
Oh wow. And John, you're Florida the whole time, Florida?
Yep, I was.
And
born
Chris
there.
is
Chris is also full-time Florida.
well, like wherever the lab he was
Grown.
created in might not be in Florida, but
He's
where
from
they
the
actually
Suicide
Well,
Squad.
let's be honest. They created him. It's probably Florida.
where the hellmouth opened that he was spewed from.
Still Florida.
Yeah, that's Florida. The facts.
Florida.
So,
Yeah.
I can't.
The darkest, most evil things come from Florida.
Yeah.
As
Thank
Patton
you,
Oswalt called it, a festering demon cock. That's what Florida is.
Been Florida most
It's
of
what
my
happens. You literally just live in malaria.
Pinellas and Hillsborough. I don't
Yeah.
know.
those are the Tampa and Clearwater counties.
That's
Ireland.
Tampa
Oh.
Bay, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like on the Gulf, right? That's the
Yeah.
Gulf.
Yeah.
We're on the roll.
Yes, Ireland. That's right. Ireland, your
from the
whole
UK, Sean.
where? Wait, has he? Oh, Galway. Okay, that's cool. Very cool. I mean, they joke about the potatoes thing, but it's the
I mean,
Galway-
potatoes are delicious. I don't give a fuck.
yeah, right. Oh my god. So, yeah, is that where? That's not where is the Villages in Tampa?
No, it's north of Tampa. It's in between Tampa and
Yes,
Orlando.
Chris, we were talking
The
about that.
Villages. The Villages.
Oh yeah, no, the
Fuck that
villages.
shit.
That's
That
Ocala.
was a
retirement
crazy
place, right?
documentary.
Oh really? There's like a lot of fucking going on in the Villages, isn't there?
It's like a bunch of STDs. Old people give each other STDs.
That's kind of awesome though. Like, good for
I mean, good for them for getting it on, but
Your
like
grandma was
spreading
90 years
STDs
old,
is not
died of
awesome,
herpes.
Mikey.
Oh no, but the fact that they're doing stuff that gets in there is kind of good for them.
Well, they also drive in their
Um,
little golf carts and shout "white power" when they're being interviewed on the news.
Are you serious?
I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
that's,
I know, in
that's
the villages?
standard.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
standard Florida. That's nothing.
Well, yeah, I
Yeah.
guess that's true.
I would drive to go get comic books and just drive by a giant like 20 by 20 or 20 by 40 Confederate flag like all the fucking
Wow.
time. Just going to get comic books. Like it's just a thing. Like, oh hi, you're there. Okay.
Wow. So wait, so Sean, since you're watching and you're in Galway, tell me about what is the wormhole in Galway? What is that? What is the wormhole? Can you educate us Americans? There's a thing called I was told that if I ever go to Galway, I have to go to the world's tallest tower and the wormhole. So what is that nonsense? Is that just something somebody made up to make us Americans go there and be like, "Can you show me the wormhole?" And you all laugh, or is it a real thing? And now he's not going to respond. Or wait, I'm sorry. Swit told us it's delayed, so he'll respond and we'll see it later on. So we can move on to the next thing.
I appreciate Mikey keeping talking after asking the question because it's like no dead air.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yup. Okay,
Yep.
that doesn't tell me anything.
Good.
That's
Oh, he's
all.
never
Okay.
heard of it.
There you
Never
go.
heard of it. Okay, cool. Wow. So it must be fake. That's cool. And he's from Galway. All right, cool.
Somebody's
Okay.
fucking with your head, man.
Apparently, the world's tallest round tower is also in Galway. So I don't know.
I don't know. You type in Galway in Google, it comes right up wormhole.
Does it really?
Yeah.
I want to see this. What is the wormhole? Is it a hole full of worms?
We're all looking. Everyone's literally looking now. Galway.
Galway wormhole. Let's look it up.
In Inishmore. Galway
Galway
tourism.
Wormhole. See,
Giant
look-
hole in the floor. with water.
It's a
Okay.
rectangular
This building is
hole.
8 stories.
It is. It's a rectangular hole
I see like
near
naked
the
dudes
ocean.
for some
Oh,
reason.
it's like
People
a
dive into it.
Oh wow! Was it like a little swimming pool? They used to put swimming pools next to the ocean down there.
They do
Down
that
there,
here.
is that where Ireland is? Down there?
Over there, or near there, near around. I don't know where I got educated in America. I don't know where Ireland is.
It's part of the UK, right?
It is part of the UK. Part of it is, or not. You know,
Yeah, like Wales is England.
Wales is England. Yeah, Wales. Nobody
No,
likes
whales are animals.
That's right. Duh. No.
That's like my fucking kid. I'm like, hey, you're like, hey, I go, hay is for
That's
horses. He
true.
goes, no, hay is for cows. All right,
nice.
kid. All right.
Nice.
That's the retort.
What's his face is from Wales. That helps.
The
Like
Prince
many-
of Wales. Yeah,
No,
Prince of Wales is
A
from
few people
Wales.
from Wales.
Yeah.
There are. Some may say the Welsh themselves are from Wales. You know, all of the Welsh, apparently.
The majority of the
Sean's
Welsh,
tallest
yes.
building is 8 stories. So literally, my boring ass looking housing projects were taller than your tallest building, and they're like they're there like in mass in bulk.
Tom Jones is from Wales. Tom Jones is Welsh. He's their national treasure. Tom Jones. I love Tom Jones. Yeah, I try to fill the dead air with insane ramblings because there's nothing worse than that.
That's
you know?
what you basically have to do in these things. You start, I'm gonna say random shit now.
What I also do is I keep an image of Dave in my mind, and I imagine at what point Dave would start going, and then I kind of move. I kind of try to right the ship again because I miss Dad. Like I miss his
Big Daddy
presence.
Dave.
Big Daddy. Because
He's got his new podcast now or what?
I don't know when we're
yet.
starting it.
Yeah.
At some point, which is specifically comic related stuff, which is going.
It's
to be
awesome.
fun. He gave me this huge reading list. He's like, "I want you to read 8 years of X-Men comics." I'm like, I
Casual.
You just
can't
got to
read-
start on the Hickman stuff. It's only 3 years.
Is it really genuinely good? I mean, like,
It's amazing. It's,
Everything Hickman touches is good.
what am I reading? Oh my god. Okay, so I got to talk about this. mycomicshop.com is like the website for Lone Star Comics in Texas. Now the owner sometimes doesn't so much anymore, but he used to include these weird right-wingy kind of diatribes in the emails, which are really like he's a big old Trumper. But
Daddy's gone.
Oh, so they had a Cyber Monday sale. Like they have the best back issue prices of any place that I've ever. So their Cyber Monday sale was like, like huge discounts, but they gave away free books for every $10 that you spent.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, they're like, pick from this list. And when I looked at the list, I'm like, okay, it's going to be random issues of things, but no, it's like the first 2 volumes of Department of Truth and like Batman Black and White hardcover.
Wow.
And so that Department of Truth book is so good. Like, I don't know if anybody's reading that, but oh my God, I got through that. I read like half of the first trade yesterday, and it's like really good. And the art is very sort of like Sienkiewicz-ish, like painted or like it's hard to say now with the AI. It could be a computer doing it. But man, you should read that book if you haven't yet. But no Hickman X-Men though. I was hoping maybe it would save me a trip, get the Hickman X-Men collections, but
I'll just buy anything that has that man's name on it.
Jonathan Hickman,
Yeah, I fucking love his stuff. I did something similar to like the binge reading the other day with I was trying to get ahead and see what was coming up in Chainsaw Man because that's like the big anime right now. So I pulled the comic up and started reading it last week on Saturday. Sunday, I finished it. This is like, I guess I just fucking did that in like 2 days. Wow. Okay. I guess I like that a little bit.
Is it like
to be fair, manga goes fast.
It does. It rolls real fast, and there's only like 90 something.
Apparently, this is something
issues.
Sean says we should check out.
Uh-oh. I'm scared.
I'm
Like
afraid
YouTube.
The YouTube scare me.
Yeah, and that whole thing between like Identity Crisis and Infinite Crisis, that's been my thing, is buying every almost every comic that has anything to do with everything that happens
God.
between Identity Crisis all the way through.
That's got to be
It doesn't fit in a short. It doesn't fit in a short box. It doesn't. It's more than a short box because
it's the cliff diving off the serpent's lair.
Yeah, like in the core. Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
And that's what the wormhole is.
The wormhole. Yeah.
The core in the course of that Identity Crisis through, there's also like Villains United is in there. That's part of that, and then Day of Judgment, Day of Vengeance or whatever, is in there, and then it's
the Ranthanagar War, and the Return of Donna Troy.
Yep, that whole thing, and there's a few issues that I still haven't like for some reason, the Catwoman issues in that range are stupid expensive. Like I'm not paying 13 issues for an issue of Catwoman. I'm just not, and I think it has something to do with the Adam Hughes covers. I think that's the only reason that's the only reason that they're that much money is because of Adam Hughes covers, and they do collect them, but they're collected. It's split. Like the run is split between two different. So, I don't know. So those are the first world problems of a comic book fan,
And then technically you do have the Secret Six series and the Villains United series that connect into Infinite Crisis. Yeah. And then you got to do like the Green Lantern Rebirth
coming out,
which I am not going to do because fuck Ethan Van Sciver. I won't pay I won't ever he could do a run on Rocketeer or Hellboy and I will never read a single page of it.
Squid is waiting to get in.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, he's just
knocking at our back door.
He said knock, knock.
Oh shit!
Oh, that's a sad face. That's a sad sweat face. Why is it a sad face?
Oh shit!
Oh my god, the echo came with
it. That's a sad sweat face. Why is it a sad?
There should be an echo. I got headphones on.
Oh my god, the echo came with it. That's a sad sweat face.
Wow, it's delayed like the chat.
Okay, let's see. Hold on.
Oh my god, the echo came with it.
This is like Randall's first day.
There we go.
It's definitely switched.
Because he's
I muted
muted
him and we're completely fine.
That's
Are you
great.
sure it's going just through your headphones and not through the speaker, Swit?
He can't talk right now though.
Now we don't hear anything.
You can't hear me at all?
Now we can. Oh, that's perfect. Whatever you do.
All
is
right,
perfect.
we're good. We're good now. We're good.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's beautiful.
And I was hoping you were going to let Selby do up your hair again for the show.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, I had to go shopping.
It was adorable. I would go shopping like that. Come on.
He would. He would.
You said you're not feeling great. You got the squirts? You got the squirts?
He always has.
No, I'm just not feeling great. That's all.
Got the poops. So how's everything going?
New job, baby. Tell us.
Yeah.
New job is good. It is I wouldn't say out of my league. I would say I have a shit ton to fucking learn. Have you ever I realize half you guys are like, just fucking lie on your resume. They're never gonna check that shit. Wrong. Like I'm getting called out on every single skill I put on my resume. Like everything. Not in a bad way.
Yeah.
And I didn't really, I didn't
You maybe pumped it a little, but you didn't blatantly lie.
No, I literally took my job description and fucking itemized it from every job. So it's not a lie, but it's like every little thing I've ever done, like I'm doing, like, oh, we got newsletters you need to do. So I'm like, okay, email distribution.
Right. I see on line 83 of your resume, you said you've done a newsletter, so we're just going to let you do it.
Yeah.
No, seriously, like I talked about how we're doing emails for Pitt, and I'm like, do they track metrics? I said, because I'm, real big about making decisions based on, math.
Verifiable data. Yeah.
Yeah, and my boss is like, she's like, I know you are. It was on your resume. I was like, yes, it was. It's bullet point number 4 under my overview.
Really loves math. I don't know how to make.
No, it's a data-driven decision making.
Yeah, no, but
yeah, like
job, you have to be.
Yeah, if you send out emails and no one's opening them, is it your subject line? Do you have shitty visuals? Yada yada yada. Yep. So otherwise, you're just sending it to it's like a crash test dummy. You're sending the car into the wall just to see the damage, but nothing else. So the bulk of my job is going to be like project coordinator and email distribution. That's
Nice.
and then I'm going to be like switch hitting. Like I did 3 design projects last week because our new designer was supposed to start last week. He starts next week. So I did like
show up, and when I visit, I'm just gonna hang out at your work. You have an office?
I do. I have a fucking office. Like I don't know how much I want these people to know about me outside of like the obvious, like fucking car and like full Ghostbusters like jacket and hat and like scarf.
Incognito, brother.
Yeah, I'm just like
crazy.
Well, I'm like this, senior marketing and communications coordinator. So it's like, do I want somebody in a suit to come in and like the vice chancellor and be like, "That's a nice collection of Autobot transformers you have on your desk there, sir."
Well, see, and then I'm going to show up in the sombrero and just walk in with no explanation.
You can't.
Just a sombrero.
You need a scan badge to get through 2 doors to where I am.
No, that's a lie.
Come on.
No, it's not. I couldn't get in until Friday. I had to hit the doorbell.
It's me we're talking about.
I'm not saying the locks don't exist. I'm just saying there are other ways to get in buildings.
No, we got 1 door in and 1 door out.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. You can still get in the building.
Money on whether or not
I've
you can use
my
a
way
can
into
or Candair to get in. Very good chance Candair will get you in.
Considering that our office is connected to the dorms, then you're definitely not getting in. Chris of all people.
Yeah, what building
might make it harder, but not impossible.
Is it Breckenridge?
Oh, okay.
We're right up. We're right up the quad. So if you're on Forbes,
yeah,
and they have the UPS store and like the pit shop.
Yeah.
Like my office window is right above the pit shop.
Oh,
like
cool.
UPS pit shop, and I'm right above it.
So you're right by the hair curlers, the giant hair curlers. Towers.
Yeah, that's Litchfield.
No idea what they're talking about.
It's
cool, I don't care.
Yeah.
It's nice. I got my own space. I can shut the door.
I got all the tasty little co-eds walking by.
Yeah,
cool little, after lunch. That's why I like working from home. I mean,
they got the eatery there, and it's $10, but it's all you can eat, and it's like food from around the world. And it's like freaking. So I just didn't realize that, like, and I'm sure you got Mikey. I know how much you're liking, remote versus who you used to deal with.
Yeah.
But like, I've been remote the last year and a half, but before that, my entire office went remote when COVID hit. So it was like basically just me. I haven't worked around people in like 2.5 years.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize how much I missed.
Relearn all that shit.
Well, yeah, socially, but I've also got I've got really fucking cool people I work with, and I'm not the only like nerdy person. I'm used to being the odd man outcast person at my job, I'm either the old nerdy guy with a bunch of young kids, or I'm like the younger, slightly younger than all the old people nerdy guy.
Yeah.
I think Sean's calling you out, bro.
No, I love people.
That's me actually.
Yeah, I don't like.
I have tried to. I have had to.
Teenagers and nobody looks at them funny.
I have had to break my exit interview down to like 3 separate meetings because they keep getting cut off. And I'm like, do you just not want to do this, or are you okay?
Honestly,
I got a lot to say.
Tried a few times,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, who never pays attention to any of that shit though. So like
our exit interviews, like they do. Like they fucking like if you got shit to say,
grievances with you motherfuckers, and here they are.
Yeah. So, I mean, I basically boiled it down to like I said my boss's managing style does not match my personality.
Yeah.
So like that's what I boiled it down to. I was like my managing style doesn't match. Be like
I'm a nice guy and he's a fucking dirty cocksucker who likes to talk shit to people.
You will
big flash a little.
And someone kind of got shot me the. They're reorganizing the budget for the company, and
you said that. You saw
somebody sent me what everyone makes, and I'm like, so we hired this guy for $40,000 more than me, and we promoted this other person more than $40,000 more than me, and we promoted 2 other people at $30,000 more than I make, and I'm like, no wonder I've been there over 3.5 years and I've never gotten promoted, like because there's no money in the budget for it.
That's what they say. Yeah, that's what they say.
Well, they won't do even a title change. Like even if you have the same responsibilities and the same money, they won't do a title change. The company that owns us, without you getting more money.
Yeah,
like they don't see the point in doing a title change. So.
Yeah, I mean that's like Dollar Bank was the same way. It's like corporate. I worked for Dollar Bank for 15 years, and I was like, when I did leave, HR was like, "That's what you were getting paid." I was like, "Yeah, that's what you people paid me."
Maybe they're surprised about it, like they're shocked.
Yeah,
they're
that's
like,
why
what about you people?
Yes, that's right. Well, I don't know a thing about.
I don't know what's happening right now. My allergy meds have kicked in so hard.
Oh wow!
I don't even know where I'm at right now.
You're in
look actually
Florida.
confused in your eyes, man.
So Adam, I think
you look like you're completely fucking lost.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I want to run Adam's face through the AI.
Do it.
The AI heads.
You have it right.
Adam would make a wonderful, beautiful waifu.
Yeah.
Man, is that a source of? I mean, I understand why it's a source of.
I'm seeing a lot of artists getting pissed about the AI stuff, and I'm like, I see your point, especially if it's being abused. But like, imagine if you're a writer and you're just really not great at art, but like you also are like you're an indie writer and you can't afford to pay somebody in fucking exposure, so you're like putting together visuals for your book. You know what I mean? Based on the AI algorithm, because that thing's 100% text. If you're great at text and descriptive text, and you can wield that shit like a sword. My friend Trent Troop is like, he's doing some fantastic stuff, and he's a good artist. He's an amazing artist.
You mean you're saying that it takes talent to make AI art? So
right.
An artist.
It takes talent to make good AI art, and to run through the revisions and finalize it the way you want a piece to look. I mean, where you don't have fucking that ad I share where it has like people with 6 fingers and shit, and like and I was like, and they phone that in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, to Mikey's point, I'm thoroughly amazed at some of the shit, because I mean, I can practice every day, 20 hours a day, 4 hours of sleep a night. I'll never get to the level. But it's also just fucking cool shit to look at. Like, I'm like Ghostbusters Cyberpunk Firehouse, like I don't want to spend fucking 60 hours creating that. I just want to go from here to here, and I want to like be like, like that, or like Batman eating a cheeseburger. You know what I mean?
The one thing they can't do is hands. If you notice, there's like extra fingers all the time.
I mean, artists can't do hands either.
Yeah.
I guess
some
that's
people
the
can't
day
do
every
feet.
artist is fucking life.
And they make an entire career out of not doing feet. Yeah.
But that's the point. Is I don't know if any of you guys like Chris or Adam, you might have seen Barrett Bigger's art. He used to do a lot of art at the shows. It was very he did a lot of game art and stuff. But it's the thing where you have like a silhouette of a face that's actually like made up of like fucking trees and nature and shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So he does this amazing stuff, but he's been using the AI to kind of generate ideas for that, and then he's taking that, and then he's like painting over it completely.
It's a tool. Yeah,
it's a tool.
I've got 2 points started to make about the AI thing. One, most of the people who are going to fucking throw $3 into an app to fucking make some stuff are not the people who you're going to sell your art to anyway.
Yeah.
Like they're just not. They're not the ones who are going to fucking pay a decent amount to an artist to do it. And I don't give a shit how good the AI art is. There are still people who want to see things in your particular art style.
Yep.
And that's where artists thrive. Like most artists have a style, and that's what sells.
Rob Liefeld still sells comics.
Yeah, exactly. Dude,
Somehow.
Scotty Young can fucking sell comics all day, or covers and shit, because he's got a specific style people love.
Did Adam fall asleep? Did Adam fall asleep? Okay. I was like, did your meds?
It was like, you can't put the genie back in the box. You can't put Pandora back in the box. It's done. It's here.
Right.
Like we live with it now. That's the reality.
Well, they said synthesizers were going to kill music. They said movies were going to kill plays. They
photography was going to kill paintings.
Television did kill radio as far as radio dramas were concerned, but
video
now we have
killed the
podcast
radio
dramas.
star. Okay,
that's right.
We all know.
Now,
the radio star. I'm sorry.
Where it is problematic that I've seen is like there's an artist, and I totally forgot her name, but I'm sure you can Google it. But like the AI diffusion stuff, where you can write algorithms and you can train the AI to you can basically like say, here's the keyword I'm using. This is the style I want you to associate with that keyword. So like somebody fucking loaded all her work in that she's ever done. It's all like, you know, cartoony, like Marvel and DC shit. They loaded it all in and used her name as a keyword. And they're like, picture of Thor, you know, in blah style. And it'll spit out art that is almost indistinguishable from her own art, but she didn't fucking draw it.
Oh.
Yeah.
And so, and in that, I can see kind of like, yeah, I can see how you'd be pissed. But at the same time, like, I fucking have a Cable and, you know, Deadpool, Calvin and Hobbes, where I'm aping Bill Watterson style, and I drew that myself.
Yeah.
So yeah. See, and that's not copyright though, because you're not taking any of their existing art.
Right.
You're literally creating something in their style, but the problem is you can own a style, you can own a brand, but you really can't copyright an artistic style.
No, but I mean, when it's Bill Watterson, you know what it's, you know that he didn't draw Calvin pissing on a Ford logo. Like, you know that shit.
You do, but
You know?
they still exist because
They
now
do, but
that can't exist because that's his character doing something, and he's copyrighted the character. But if you were like, you know,
like the Booster Gold Blue Beetle and the Calvin and Hobbes on the log style.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, or
so
like
we're churning out that image with different characters.
Somebody did a bunch of like Kylo Ren ones that were really adorable and stuff, but it was just like
Ryan,
Bill Watterson.
I know the guy.
Yeah, but you could throw like the Mikey Wood style in there, and it would draw everything. You
want to sell stuff. You don't want to.
But I sell like hotcakes.
Well, like honestly, Tom Scioli made a career drawing like Kirby. I mean, you know, or like a, you know.
Look at Welser. I mean, you know Welser as well as I do. I've grown up around him. I mean, I've known Welser, since the mid '90s. And he absolutely loves frickin' Larson. Like, he grew up reading Savage Dragon and Spider-Man and everything, and so his style is very close to Eric Larson's style, just naturally. Yeah. I mean, even Nick Bradshaw's style is real close to Art Adams. Like, I love Nick Bradshaw because I love Art Adams. And you could almost say that, like, Nick Bradshaw's Art Adams stuff, like, ratcheted up a knot on the detail levels and stuff. But you can tell there's artists that were influenced by other artists too. I mean, it's the same thing, kind of. It's just now you're able
dirty because it's a machine.
Yeah, people don't.
That's what it boils down to. That's really what it boils down to. And I do think that like there should be some sort of rules made at some point. There never is the beginning, right? It's the beginning's the beginning, but there should be some sort of rules made about where you can and cannot pull art from. People need to artists should be able to have rights over their work, you know, and this is a new thing now that we haven't yet navigated what the rights are with the work, but the very gut reaction of this is just bad and has to go away. That's just what I was saying. Like, you can't just take it away. It's here. Like you have to. What's the next right thing to go to move forward? You can't go back.
It's only going to get more prevalent because it's right now. It's at least behind a $8 or whatever paywall on some of them
to get your blue check mark
for what Lenza? Oh, for that.
Yeah, like that. No, like the Lenza thing. Like
Yeah.
Like there is at least a pay requirement, but once it's purely just out there free everywhere, it's just going to get more and more. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing is, I mean, I as an artist, like, I think it's fantastic, you know, because I mean, and I wouldn't even call myself an artist these days, but I like it
because always the case, Sean. Technology's always out before the laws are there. Yeah.
Oh, see, I like it. I think it's interesting, and I like that it's giving. People keep forgetting there's an entire audience that didn't have a voice that is now getting a voice.
Yeah.
Out of this.
Yeah. Those what was it, like the Star Wars ones that people did, or the Hell, like somebody did Hellraiser in the style of like Russian film, and like
that's a guy that the behind the scenes guy.
Oh, they're
like
incredible.
Inanami or something like that.
Yeah.
And those are fantastic. And they're just fun.
Batman, like they're amazing. Like the lighting is amazing. They're and like I could never do that. And I mean, maybe I'm a shit artist, you know, but I could never do that. And I mean, I use photos for backgrounds and stuff like that anyway, as it is. I use Photoshop to build backgrounds that don't exist, and because I don't want to draw backgrounds. I don't want to draw houses and shit.
But now you could consistently build backgrounds
I want to
more
do
vibrant than what you can make. You know what I mean?
I want to do a whole comic like that. I really do.
Yeah.
Like
you know Casey, who runs the cons down here?
Yeah.
Have you seen Casey's project? So he's literally building like cities and like areas of cities. Like he's building his own world out of freaking AI stuff.
Yeah,
like,
Casey Bassett.
Yeah. And he runs Memento Con down here and Sci-Fi Valley Con Altoona,
which is a great Sci-Fi Valley Con's a really good con. If you get a chance to do it. So
it's on my to-do list. I did Memento Con for a week.
Is it, Sean? I didn't know that. Educate us. What was it? What was it? Sean's giving us a nice education about Ireland.
Yeah, he's been throwing some history and shit.
I didn't know all that. I didn't know all this stuff about England.
It's about Mr. Potato Head.
Oh no!
So I just realized I haven't moved in 10 minutes. I'm gonna sign off. I'm gonna sign off and go to bed. So.
Yeah,
are you? Okay.
See you, man.
All right, yeah.
Good night. Oh, what time is it? I could stick around for a little bit more. Good night. Dream of large-breasted women.
Oh yeah. What's up with Book of Kells? That was a great movie. I love that movie.
Oh, Book of Kells.
Book of Kells.
No, like the original Book of Kells.
Oh.
Like the original historical Book of Kells.
Yeah, the first copyright law case. That's what he's saying. In the world.
It is.
We haven't actually talked about anything.
It's
and there was
it was like the first 4 books of the Bible or something. It was like the book of, it was like a Latin manuscript or something that, what's that? The oldest historical case law on copyright finance. Dispute arose about the ownership of the copy in Kingdom. Some Irish name gave the judgment to every cow belongs her calf, therefore to every book belongs its copy. How about it? Very cool.
Yeah.
Using cows to the animated Book of Cows. Yeah. So I found out my daughter's afraid of my daughter's actually she's afraid of Coraline. I've
never seen Coraline.
It's so good. It's a great movie.
It's creepy, but like I have a Coraline, she's standing over by I don't know if you can see. Yeah, there she is. She's standing by her TV. And
you bought the good one.
Zoe doesn't like that. Zoe comes down and
gets the button eyes.
Yeah, Zoe's like,
she gonna take her eyes. She gonna take her eyes.
That's right. That thing is. I mean, I think Zoe has an issue with stop motion. I think it creeps her out, and which is funny.
As it should. It's creepy.
Because everybody
Jason
moves
the
like,
Argonauts time.
Like Yukon Cornelius.
I have friends who worked on that movie.
Yes.
Nice.
On Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Holy
no! They both worked for Leica.
Oh,
I had like college grad friends who worked for Leica on all.
Leica's amazing, like Box Trolls and Paranorman and.
I love Paranorman.
And Kubo.
Sean's got an idea for you, Mikey.
What's that?
Sean's got an idea for you. Leave the screen.
Oh, that's awful! I can't wait to do that now.
Definitely do it. 100% do it.
No, I like my daughter's.
Oh, that'd be great! Like on the toilet. Just put it
But I set up my.
Get a tiny Christmas hat and put it on her.
Oh, nice!
Or even better is get an elf on the shelf. And then, eventually, put button eyes on it. Put button eyes on it with Coraline around the corner.
I don't think she's ever actually seen the movie, but it just creeps her out. Like if there's something about it that creeps her out. I don't know, man. I've been.
Idea would definitely solidify that.
I have to curtail the buying of things. I keep saying that, and it just doesn't happen. Like I got this.
Welcome to America.
I got this Megatron over here. And apparently it does transform into a gun, but I can't.
Yeah, third party ones do.
I can't for the life of me even begin the transformation on it. Like I'm looking at the instructions.
Oh, good luck.
I'm like the steps involved in it must be because it looks oh my God, Sean is a sadist. You Irish guys are mean.
Leave the buttons under her pillow.
I thought Irish eyes are supposed to smile, like when Irish eyes are bleeding. Like that's terrible.
Just buy 24 black buttons and give them out. Can you grab a bowl for cereal? And she grabs the bowl down. It's got 2 black eyes in it.
Oh my God, no, I can't do that. Although I will show you. I'll show you
crippling
one of her-
fear of like business suits and like sewing.
I want to show you one of her Christmas presents. She's not down here, so my daughter's like really into Devo for some reason, the band Devo.
Okay.
And she's really into dogs. The one I can't remember, but so I got her this for her wall. Like
That's cool. That's cool.
yeah, man. Hopefully she digs it. So
I think she will because she's weird and rad at the same time.
yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know where the Devo thing. Well, I do know where it came from. Yo Gabba Gabba. She used to watch Yo Gabba Gabba, and Devo was on Yo Gabba Gabba, and she was just entranced. So that was her thing. But yeah.
You never did hit me up. I was gonna try to hook her up with.
She did, yeah. She totally wrote a letter, and I sent it to you.
What?
She wrote a letter to what's his face, the MC Bat Commander guy.
Like you mailed it to me or what?
No, I emailed you.
I don't have that.
Okay, I will email it again.
Better check.
Okay, because I was like, I never got anything.
I'll email it again because she did. She wrote like a letter and stuff. It's really funny.
Okay.
I don't know, man. It's the Devo thing. It's funny. I just, after she was into it, I'm like, I realized I know very little Devo for some reason. I know like a best of album of Devo. That's
right.
You know, so I'm like, all right, let's get her into Devo albums. And they're not, for the most part, she can listen to it. It's not, I mean, they have a couple of albums called Hardcore, which are not, the covers themselves are not exactly something I want to give to my daughter, but, I don't know, man. So Devo's fun. Like they're a fun band. I didn't realize that. I knew Whip It and I knew Girl You Want and I knew Satisfaction.
Right.
That kind of stuff. But I didn't know like they have a ton of albums. Like they've like I don't know. I missed all that. So now I'm getting into Devo because of my kid, which is really funny.
It is. It's funny.
Devo, it's hilarious. The show just took a nosedive. Adam leaves and we're all like
Well, Adam was basically doing that for 15 minutes before he left.
He was.
His meds hit.
Yeah.
Which I understand. So
we're old, man.
Crap.
This is late for us.
Why is my?
It's facts. It is getting late.
We're old.
Oh no, my computer is losing power. So for some reason,
man, that is the best exit strategy ever.
Oh man, guys, just it might just cut off randomly.
No, I had moved my computer and it had pulled the power plug out of it. So
it's like when he's talking to his mom. Oh, I got 2% on my phone, so if it just cuts off.
Sorry.
Not because you're a cop.
Oh, you know what? I gotta go. I gotta bail. So should I pay $60 for a resin Indiana Jones DVD case that was a Blockbuster exclusive?
No,
I don't think you should. I think you should just figure out how much you want to give me for that Indiana Jones thing, and I'll mail it right to you.
Man. What India? Oh yeah. Well, he says like 200, but I mean, see if you can sell it for 200.
I'm not gonna fucking make you pay.
Why is it? No, they're all like, hey, do I have hands on? Do I not? I don't know.
Yeah.
Does Chris have pants on? Who knows? Tune in.
God, I gotta go now.
After dark.
I have pants on.
It is getting to be about time. It is pretty close to time.
Adios, muchachos.
John says I might not have pants, and all you guys got to go.
Don't hang up on a call. Just hit airline mode. That's funny. That's true. So, Sean, thanks for joining us as always. This evening.
It was good.
And thanks to your wife, Victor's wife, for chiming in.
Yeah.
Thanks for Swit for making it on, even though he feels like poop. Thanks for John. Thanks to you. Thanks everybody. I really appreciate it because it gives me something to do on Sundays.
Yeah.
So,
once we get everybody together, we're gonna have to.
Are you gonna leave me out there, Mikey?
I did. So thank you, Chris, for being you and for being alive, dude.
Yeah,
thanks for still being here. Like, honest to God,
for real.
Because that was scary shit. That was scary shit. And I bugged Andrea a lot and apologized for that, but we were concerned. I even sent you like sexy pictures and you didn't respond, and I was like, really.
I did not.
I know. I sent him like message after message.
Yeah,
man. Squid even suggested that I fuck my cousin.
Right.
Join the crowd.
I know.
Well, that's true. Adam's not here. We don't know.
But legit, no. Like as much as I'm always like looking at my phone and shit, it was like 2 straight weeks. I didn't even touch that fucking thing, man.
I know.
Like, I was literally that
I
I just didn't even fucking hold my phone.
Yeah, that's how I was worried about you because
Yeah.
Sean
Yeah.
wants to know if it's
Like
first
we
or second.
share a great grandfather. That it's not. We're not that related.
Oh, really? Who's
Yeah.
that other one that popped on for like she was like in your house and popped in for a second and disappeared? Like you were surrounded by women one
Oh,
evening.
that was Laura. That's
Laura.
not
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
she.
Laura.
You know, that's.
I got hot chicks around me all the time, man.
Good for you. Well, you're married to you didn't do too bad, man. Like you
I
did
know,
all right. Like
right?
actually, we all did really well for ourselves. For a bunch of
We
dorks, like
It's
I don't know.
true.
Did
I don't know, man. But yeah. So
Just
all right,
in case you're watching.
I'm gonna bounce
Your wife doesn't watch.
because I gotta pee. So
Yeah, I'm actually gonna bounce too.
Yeah, we're good.
I'm
Take it
tired.
easy.
It's late. I'll
All
see
right.
you all. Hey,
Next
next
week.
week.
Next week.
Yes.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning
Are we
in.
sticking to Sundays again or what? What are we doing?
Yeah, Sundays
Just
work.
let me know. I'm down. I'm down. Just let me
Sundays
know.
work. I'm good with Sunday.
All
Is
right.
that best for everybody here? I mean, I know we're still live from Stasky.
That's
Yeah.
good for me.
Yeah.
I'm
We'll
solid
let
with
these
it.
fucking people know too.
Yep. Sunday works for everybody but Daddy Dave. So.
All right.
yeah,
Then I guess
yeah.
we're back on Sundays.
See you all next
Sunday.
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 All right, guys.
See ya.
Bye.